This version of It's Eric Nagel has been modified from its original broadcast. Content has been edited to fit this platform.
Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see.
Are you ready? I said, are you
ready? It's Eric Nagel. And it starts now.
Ladies and gentlemen of the universe, the next voice you hear, it's Eric Nagel.
And hi, we're both here. No one wants to see Jordan yet. It's too soon. Yeah. Too soon. He's not ready yet. You don't see the bride before the event. Welcome to the show. Thank you, Scott Shannon. Hello, everybody. How you doing? You know who I am. Now you can say hi to Jordan. Hi, Jordan.
Me again. Hi.
There you go. Look at that. Oh, so nice of you to dress up and leave the sleeves at home.
Well, you know what? If you're dressing in the hoodie because you're too cold, I have to show that I'm too hot.
Right. Too hot, homie. How does the rest of that song? Gotta run for shelter, gotta run for shade. Do you remember that song?
God. Too hot.
Too hot. Oh. Is it homie? Lady? I don't know.
Hold me.
Look it up while we do that. Anyway, that's Jordan. I am me. He is him. And we are all together to bring you another show. If you're listening on the iHeartRadio app, please continue to do so until otherwise instructed. If you're on Apple or Spotify, any of those fine platforms, do us a kindness. Go over there. Leave us a positive review. It does help out the program. If you want to join us live each and every week as we do the program, you can join us in our live rooms over on Twitch and on YouTube at It's Eric Nagel. By the way, no AI will be absorbed off the Twitch thing. Look, I flipped the switch. That doesn't mean shit. When companies said you need to opt out of us feeding your content into our AI services, yeah, you do it, and then somehow an update happens, and oh my God, that switch mysteriously turned right back on. Microsoft, I'm looking at you. I deleted all that shit, by the way, too. That took a while, but here we are. Anyway, the live rooms, go over there. If you're on YouTube, you could go over and get yourself a membership. You get the satellite years, the early iHeart years. Would you kindly? I just had lunch with Brian Johnson yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, caught up
with him. How's he doing?
He's doing good. Caught up with him. So yeah, you could see the show that Brian Johnson and I did over on the archives and bonus material. We're shooting a bonus video this weekend, right?
Yes, we are.
We're still good for Saturday?
Yeah, tomorrow night.
Okay.
Oh, no, Saturday night, Thursday.
Whenever. It's timey-wimey, weebly-wobbly kind of stuff. Yeah, we're going to be doing the ramen show.
Yeah.
And which is good because I have like 2 giant boxes of stuff that I need to get rid of.
Yeah, I've got a lot.
We do the ramen show. So we have all these kinds of new flavors that we're going to try out. And I'm not guessing that this is going to go well just because of the sodium count and everything.
It's going to be bad.
There. Yeah.
If we really commit, we're going to eat all of it. Like, we're not going to just taste it to taste it. We're going to just eat cups.
In real time, you're just going to see us sit there and eat the entire cup. All right, on to the next cup.
We are going to, get it all edited up and do all nice. But I believe, are we doing it live for members?
Yeah, that'll be a members only.
So get on that, people. Get on that membership.
Yeah, so we're going to record that for. We'll record it live as a member show, and then we'll have it edited up nicely and put it out for everyone else to enjoy. So worth the membership to go and do all that. Hey, Chris is in already. Hey, buddy. I'll pay double the sub for that 24-hour ramen stream. We have enough to do it.
Oh, we could probably pull it off. Yeah.
Somehow, cup of noodles turned into Oreos and M&Ms and every kind of batshit crazy flavor you could think of. They're like, hey, we could ramen that. So let's ramen that.
Speaking of, I almost spent $24 to get those 3 new Oreo flavors that are coming.
Yeah.
The deep fried, the banana cream, and then the chicken and waffles.
Are they out already?
No, there's like, I was like, it was like a pre-order plus shipping. And I'm like, you know what? I gotta let's pump the brakes a little bit. I'll just wait till it comes out.
No, I'm not pre-ordering.
I'm excited for
those kind of things. I'll if they hit the stores, I'll go and get it. Sure. And I got about 2 weeks. We didn't look. Last week's show was interview heavy, so we didn't get to really do some of the other stories and stuff we wanted to do. That's what tonight is for. But a couple of weeks ago, I got the new that apple pie Oreos that are out.
I saw those. Yeah, I think
they're amazing.
I remember them being really good. It's the a la mode ones, right? So you taste. Like
that's what it is. Yes. You open it up, it smells like a Yankee candle, so I'm always a little suspicious because I'm like, it smells too good. I'm just waiting for that waxy taste or something. Yeah. Wait, Eric, have you eaten candles? I'll never tell. But you open it up there, it smells amazing and it tastes amazing. Like it fully delivers. Oreo can deliver where Lay's fails every time. With hey, new specialty flavor. You get to vote on the flavor, and it's always disappointing and aggravating, unlike Oreo, which was fantastic. So if you haven't tried the apple, what is it? Apple pie a la mode?
Yeah, it's apple pie a la mode. They have a cinnamon bun one too. They did a cinnamon bun that just re-released. It's like a redo. I think the apple pie a la mode is a redo. And then I think within the next week or so, we're getting State Fair flavors. I believe they're releasing 3. It's banana cream,
chicken and waffles,
and deep fried, which I'm curious about to see how they're
probably
going to
taste like cookie dough or something.
Kind of like liquid smoke inside.
Yeah, because I mean, what are you going to get the corn breading from a hot dog? I mean, the corn
just look
dog
like regular Oreos. Well, because every time you do the state fairs, they do those deep fried Oreos. They deep fry everything. Have you tried the deep fried Kool-Aid balls? No, I've done the Snicker.
I haven't done the Snicker one. They always have that booth too. We'll deep fry anything. You bring it over and you pay like a set amount, and they'll deep fry whatever you want. I also tried the cinnamon roll Oreos.
Yeah,
accurate, good, but I'm not a big cinnamon fan. With my history,
wonder why.
They're good, but I had one and that was done, and then I went back to the apple pie a la mode ones, which are fantastic. So get that. Because after the ramen show down the line, we have to do the soda show, and I got the root beer float A&W.
Okay.
So we have them there. People have been telling me their opinions on it, and I don't want it to be ruined, but everyone seems to have the same opinion about this soda. So we'll have to try that.
By that time, we should have the A&W root beer.
Next week. But I've heard certain GNCs and Walmarts have already put them out because they don't pay attention to exclusivity dates for fucking
like street dates for food.
Well, I had a thing at Home Depot with the Halloween decorations, and they had the area closed up, and the guy thought they were closed and wouldn't be available until Thursday, meaning the day we're doing the show. And you said, a time sensitive sale for that kind of thing. Well, to be fair, that remember around Christmas time. I don't know if it was last year.
It was like the pallet of bucket stuff or something.
Yeah, like that. And I got the
Thanksgiving, the brine bucket.
Yeah, I got the high end. Yes, but the bucket, they had the pallets for the Black Friday Christmas stuff.
That's a little different. That's like an event.
But it's time. So Halloween.
Time sense. If Halloween's been out since July 5th, like how much time do you need?
That is true. I went to a Michael's back in mid-July, early July. No, when was it?
It was right after.
It was before 4th of July, so it was end of June. And they already had some of the Halloween stuff up that I sent you a photo of. Walmart has their Halloween stuff up. Target has their Halloween stuff up.
Yeah, I did some shopping for Halloween a couple days ago.
I didn't mean to, but I wound up doing Halloween decoration shopping because I was working on some plumbing stuff, so I went to Home Depot. I was going to just buy plumbing supplies, and the kid's with me, and she grabs me and she says, "Stop." What? She goes, "Look." And she's pointing. I said, I don't know what you're talking about. She goes, "Over there." So we go over there, and it's a dog in a shark costume with a pumpkin bucket full of dog bones.
I mean, she's got good taste. That's the one I saw too. When in your picture, I'm like, I want that.
Yeah, it lights up. It lights up. So she wanted that, and I said, well, they had the whole area gated off. There's still pallets that were on that weren't unpacked, and only a couple of things were on the shelves. And I said, we can't do that. And right above it was the Mickey pumpkins like they have in the park. for the holidays. So it's Mickey's head and Minnie's head that carved, but they're LED, like in the eyes and in the mouth. And
right.
She wants those too. And so I go, okay. She's like crying and getting mad. I said, keep going. We're going to go talk to a guy. Keep being upset so that maybe he'll have some.
You're going to get him tugging on the heartstrings.
Yeah, he'll cave and allow you to get it early. And she goes, okay. So we go and we find the guy. He's near the customer service area because the Halloween stuff is, towards the front. And I'm talking to the guy and I said, yeah, she saw the dog and she wants the dog. I look over and she's smiling and kind of laughing and everything. She's doing the exact opposite of what I told her.
Right.
It's like, keep the waterworks going because you don't want to see a little kid crying that they just want. They don't want it for free. They want to buy a high-end Halloween decoration, right? So she doesn't.
You need to start pinching her under her arm to be like.
She starts talking about, and he's like, "Oh, do you have a dog?" And she starts like, "Yeah, my dog looks like him." And she's telling this whole story, and I'm just sitting there like I don't know how you can physically bite your own teeth, but I'm doing it. And I was just like, "Why aren't you still crying?" I wanted her to keep crying so that the guy would lift the gate and let us go buy it. But he told us, we went on Tuesday and he said, I think Thursday is when everything's going to be open here. And you had said is like, what we get back to what's with the time sensitivity on the
so weird.
The guy did say, and he's like, I don't know if they're in the system. I think that's why it's blocked off, which makes all the sense in the world. Because if they're setting up these big displays and stuff, but they don't have it in the system yet with the SKU codes to sell it, then, that's what it makes sense why it's all closed off. Because I've seen it at Lowe's and at Home Depot when they're setting up all the big Christmas displays. They're not in the system yet. So there's a reason why so I'm like, okay, I'll come back there. And I know they open early because, construction guys, plumbers, day labor, they're all there super early. So I said, all right, I'll come by like 5-6 in the morning on Thursday and test my luck. Go into the plumbing aisle. I get some of the stuff that I need. We walk back out the front and then we see the guy again. He goes, oh, there you are. I thought you left. I said, no, what's on? He goes, so right after I was done talking with you, and he goes, our boss walks in. I said, oh, okay. So I asked him, would this be available? And the guy's like, why wouldn't they be available now? He said, well, they're fenced off and, I don't know what's going on. And he acts this out. This is how the guy acted out how his boss treated him with this. He's like, is it on the shelf? Yeah. And his boss leans down and he goes, then sell it to him. Like with that attitude.
Yeah.
And I'm laughing at the guy. He's like, yeah. And he's like, if it's on the shelf, sell it to him. Why wouldn't you be selling it to him? If there's people lined up, move all of that. Let them cut the pallets,
That's crazy.
So I was like, okay. So I go and I get the dog and the kid's all excited. I'm putting it, it's big. So I'm trying to put it into the basket. And she goes, and those, no, please. Or can we? She just points, and those. And it's the Mickey heads, the Mickey pumpkin heads.
Right.
So the two pumpkins and the dog came to like $170 or something like that. I was like, oh, that's great. I wanted to buy the $300, pirate thing, but I guess that ain't happening right now. So I have the Frenchie, I have the pumpkins, I have all this other stuff.
I like the shark one. The shark one's pretty cool.
Yeah. Apparently, then I saw a thing on NBC that it's a hot commodity. Like people are traveling all around trying to get that dog in the shark costume. I
don't get that, but
hey, people collect things. I get it, but I had no idea because I came home and I was told, he's like, oh my God, I was explaining this thing, and they said, oh my, I just saw it on the news. I'm like, what? It's not on the news, and I went and looked, and there it was on NBC4, and I was like, oh, well, I already got it. You got that? How did you? I have that luck. When I'm looking for things, it takes a while. When I'm not looking for things, I'm like, hey, I just found this. It turns out it's something that everyone's been looking for. I just stumble upon this stuff. That has always been my luck. So I was like, no, I got the dog. And it's apparently a big deal because they're up on eBay now too.
I'm just glad I don't collect it.
Yeah. Chris saying Eric's house is literally a dollar store at this point. There's so much shit in there. He can open his own spirit. No, I don't have a lot of that. A lot of that stuff. I I have the Fonzie garage, the apartment above the garage.
Mm-hmm.
So all that stuff's up there. It's all stacked in there. They're in bins and what have you. But yeah, when I take it out, I have the giant.
You're into the inflatables. You got the big Oogie Boogie. You've got all that stuff. Like
I'm not the inflatable.
Christmas.
I like the structures with the LED light, like that old, what is it?
Blow mold?
It's almost like the garland structures stacked.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're.
Forever, I used to have an abominable snowman from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Just over the years, it dissolved and aged away. I had to get rid of it. Could never find the replacement for it because they stopped making it.
I was gonna say I don't think they ever made those again.
No, but I love that stuff. You got to stake them in, and there's structures. I love those things. The kid loves the inflatables, so
right.
That's why it's a little mixture of both. More inflatables than the structures lately, because the structures do tend to wear out. The inflatables, if it dies out or whatever, there's still a million of them that you can buy in surplus somewhere.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing I've never gotten into, and I'm trying to avoid is just the inflatables because they're everywhere. And then that's pretty much everything that everyone does. It's like almost everyone got real lazy about it, and just that's all they put up.
The one thing I'm hoping for is that they come back every few years. Walmart recycles their high-end specialty Christmas decorations.
Mm-hmm.
So they do this thing where everything looks like it's an ice sculpture. It's like plexiglass and stuff with the lighting, and the way that it's angled makes it look like it's refracting light, like it's ice.
Right.
So they have like the wooden soldier in the ice thing. They had Santa in the thing. One year they had I'm just calling it this, a ice crystal Stargate. And it was a giant circle that was supposed to be like an entryway into the thing.
The Stargate that was on Antarctica.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I was like, I want that ice crystal Stargate thing. So I'm hoping that it comes back, because then I regret not buying it several years ago. I'm waiting for it to come back to buy it again. So
Eric, what happens when you dial your own phone number? Wrong person to ask.
Correct. Eric's garage sale would be huge on QVC. Maybe we can find Don Westby. All right. I have all that stuff that I'm getting ready to do the eBay thing. I'm going to do it for the fall and then use that. That money is not going to Jordan's Lego obsession, because all the money we'll raise, he'll probably be able to afford 2 sets with that money, because they're so fucking expensive nowadays.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to scale back. I had a nice large purchase the other day, so
you did. We will get into that in just a moment, my friend. Hey, Hellraiser69, internet celebrity. Hellraiser 69. I currently live in a Fonzie apartment above my sister's garage.
Hey.
Then you understand. He fully gets it. Hey, Jung, do you have a Halloween room just like Mick Foley's Christmas room? No, I don't. I'm not a big decorations person like all year long. I love Christmas stuff. So the more I could fit outside, I'll do it. Now I found decorations for the summer. I have a giant, massive glowing LED American flag. That's hanging.
The one that was on your garage door or whatever?
No, it's hanging on the white vinyl fencing.
That's what it was.
And it's just projecting out into the rest of the neighborhood. Like, you could go through the trees a couple blocks away, and I saw it one night. I'm like, that can't be mine. And as I'm zigzagging through
a house where it was all bright, you could see it from the sky.
Yeah, and I said, that can't be mine. And as I'm zigzagging through and I get closer, I'm like, holy shit, how did I see it from the park over there? But alas, it was there. And then Halloween, I'll have the 10-foot tall Oogie Boogie and all
that was pretty cool.
All the other craziness stuff. So
I'm the decorate the house and Halloween stuff all year long. I've got a gallery wall that I've been doing where I've got of like ravens, and I got all kinds of stuff on there. I have this actually really cool piece that I found. It's you ever see those pictures of like celebrities, but they look like war generals or something like that, like Napoleon or something like that. I have this one picture of Nicolas Cage, and it looks like he's like dressed as Napoleon. And it's just like, and it's a good size, but it's in such a spot that people who come over, they'll look at it. It's like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. Wait a minute. Is that Nicolas Cage? I was like, yes, it is. So I'll post that picture online. It's actually really fun. It's one of my favorite pieces, but yeah, I decorate all kinds of stuff Halloween and gothic and fun stuff all over the house. So like when this time of year comes around, I'm going to the Home Goods, I'm going to the Michaels. My big thing lately is Michaels has started to bring back their kind of like carnival / 1920s old style Halloween set. So you got the really weird, cool looking black cats, the pumpkins that look real old and vintage. I like all that kind of stuff. So this is my favorite time of the year to start doing that. So I love Halloween and I love decorating. Halloween pretty much is all the way up until Thanksgiving. And then after that, I'm stuck listening to all you guys and your stupid Christmas music.
Look, I know you're soured on the holiday. I get it. But also you don't live in an area that really can thrive for what the holiday season embodies.
That's part of it. If it was snowing outside and it was nice out there and I could have a cup of cocoa or something.
It's hot
like that.
beige and brown all year long out there for you.
Asian.
Bayesian.
That's actually funny because last night we had a big storm and I sent you a few pictures, but I had to edit those pictures because when I took the photo of like the lightning hitting, the sky was so green and gray looking. I'm like, this looks gross. It looks like pea soup with lightning.
It looks like the industrial area scenes in The Mask. Remember where the methane, where it's green and pink and purple in the sky?
Yeah, you could really get all the good colors from the landfill are really lighting up the sky tonight.
Yeah.
So
that was my stuff here. I want to get into your thing in a second, but I need to choose my beverage real quick.
Yeah, do that.
What are we doing tonight? Are we doing the iced tea lemonade? Are we doing the cola? Or are we doing the Dr. Bum?
I kind of want to see what the iced tea lemonade tastes like. I know you and I are both fans of that combination.
That is my favorite drink of all time.
I think that would be a good one.
All right, let's see. This is Bum Energy. Jesus, is Bum Equipment even still around?
I don't even know. Let me look.
It can't be. Bum Energy, and we were told about this from our pal Jeannie a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And last week we tried the root beer one, and it was spot on.
Yeah, you said that one was pretty good. And Bum Equipment is still around.
Is it really?
It's 1986. Wow. They still exist. They have a website and everything.
All right, so be it.
Oh, good for you.
This is their iced tea lemonade. So let's give this a go.
Yeah, I was really hoping to find that A&W Ghost, but
I was looking for
no luck.
And I had no luck going to GNC after last week's show for the dollar sales because the three that are anywhere near me I went to, and they all were sold out. Like nobody had any Ghost drinks.
Yeah, they were gone.
So, and now it's like, oh, whatever sale's going on, 50% off, I guess, or something. But I did see that they have, was it 3, 6, like 12 packs for $30.
So on the opposite end of that, I went to a concert the other night. I know this is a shock. And I kind of told you in a text, and I think you moved past it when I kept sending you updates on how many backflips so-and-so was doing. I went and I saw, like, we were walking around and I was like, you know what? I'm kind of thirsty. I'm a little tired. I'm going to get an energy drink. They had Ghost energy drink. I was like, oh, cool. And I looked in the cooler. They had the grape. I'm like, this is perfect. Got the good flavor. Yep, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I go up to the lady. I was like, how much are the Ghost energy drinks? $9.50 for that can that you just held up. And I said, no, thank you. And I immediately went over and grabbed water out of one of those.
Is this on the venue?
Uh-huh.
$9.50 for a fucking can?
Uh-huh. I passed very fast. I was like, no, I'm not even that desperate. Like, I get it. Like, you guys overcharge for water. You guys overcharge $9.50 for this. I'm not spending 10. I won't pay $9.50 for 3 of them.
So remember not too long ago, we were talking, it was when Spider-Man came out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was saying about how was sneaking snacks in as we always do.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because I don't give a shit. That helps. The concession helps the theaters out. I don't give a shit that their stuff's too expensive. I rather them fold up. I am not spending that kind of fucking money for that nonsense. Well, in the last couple of weeks, I'm getting these ads on my social media. Some hoodie company is now selling what they call snack hoodies.
Is it the one with the zipper across the chest?
Here.
Yeah.
It looks like it looks like cargo pants in hoodie form. So they're
So
showing
many
you all
pockets.
it's like where you can put all your snacks and stuff.
And you're pulling out like a fucking personal pan pizza from.
You know what it's for? Because they're saying, oh, you put all your snacks there, and then they're saying for when you're on, when you're on a flight or something like that. It's so you could go into the fucking movie theater, so you don't have to pay. Yeah, it's so that you skirt the movie theater, not for everything. I walk around, it's like, oh, you know what? I need some gummies. Just flip that right here, and I have gummies on the ready for me all the time. No, it's so you can do all of this shit. And then I saw a video of a lady talking about how she was. This is how much stuff was at the concession at the movies theater. So she went to go get her own food, and she got like a rotisserie chicken, a bottle of green tea, and something else, and brought all of that in and was just making a meal while she was watching the movie.
There was a theater that I used to live near right when, like, before dine-in theaters became a thing, but there was a theater that when you build these newer ones, they're usually around like a Starbucks and a bunch of different eateries. And they were like, we don't want to stop you from bringing in your own food because of all these eateries around here. We would rather you come in and watch the movie. And it got to the point where people were bringing, and me being one of those people, things like a whole pizza. You just bring in a whole pizza and you just sit there and eat pizza and stuff like that. It got to the point where people were bringing in like if someone were to microwave fish in like a microwave in like a public space, people were bringing in like Thai food and really pungent food. So they had to ban it. But for a long time, I used to just go grab like Chick-fil-A or something like that and just go eat like real meals in there before all the dine-in theaters started to come around. But yeah, it was like the golden age of eating like delicious food and not having to sneak stuff in. And now it's like I'll have like the personal bottles of Coke in my cargo pockets, and I'm like walking like I'm like I had cowboy pants on or something. Everything's jingling.
Hey, Beth is in the chat here. Comfort is the name of the company. Yes, it is this.
Okay, she's a fucking monster. That is an unwrapped chocolate bar coming out of that. There's no chance.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out in that hoodie in Arizona, and that thing's gonna be full of chocolate, gut sauce, and ugh.
It's not regular chocolate. It's those weed infused chocolates.
Oh yeah, maybe
you can only break off a square because the dosage is so high. But these were the ads I was talking. Of course, whatever. But yeah, look at that. This is what I'm getting ads for all the time about how to hide snacks. And they're talking about for travel, for going on planes, whatever. Wow. It's meant so you can sneak shit into a movie theater. That's all it's there for. Or if you're really fat and hungry all the time. That's what it is.
God. How many Twizzlers?
I didn't even look at what the price was.
I was going to say, what's the price on these?
It's on sale for $59, down from $140.
I would never pay $150 for that, but $50, $60 for a hoodie. I mean, name brand or something like this is actually priced.
I wouldn't even accept this as a gift. Like if this was given to me as a gift, I'd find a way to try to return it or drop it off at Goodwill. One of the two.
Plus, there's delight.
I hate pullover hoodies.
I really do too.
It
takes a lot for me to get a pullover hoodie.
Lazy women love giant pullover hoodies, and then I question men who like pullover hoodies. I like the zip up ones. I do not like the pullover ones. I don't get it.
I always question men who wear turtleneck. Like gross.
Or Afghans.
Or an ascot.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, not Afghans. I was thinking of the Fred from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, it's an
ascot. Or Charles Nelson Riley.
Oh.
Andy Hannon, what are you even storing in these sleeve pockets? Chocolate coins.
You're like doing this and you're like tossing out like fucking Jolly Ranchers at people like weapons. Oh my God, that's awesome. Gotta look that up again. Does it come in black?
I keep hitting this thing and it keeps turning the chat off. Why? I don't know why it's doing that. Hold on.
I'm touching it.
Joe, what's wrong with a fanny pack for your snacks? Well, it's a fanny pack for one. I know the bullshit that wrestlers and UFC, MMA guys and football players, it's the best to travel with. I don't care. It's just not very masculine and not very comfortable either. Some of those football players are giant dudes. They're not fat, but they're as big as fat
Big
people.
guys, yeah.
Try putting on a seatbelt on an airplane, and you have that on as well.
Full of snacks and a rotisserie chicken.
I mean, yeah, you got to. Well, you can't fit a chicken in there. You can fit a Cornish.
Come on, you can put one of those $5 Costco chickens in that front pouch.
No.
That's you get the one that's already pre-shredded, so it's just the Ziploc bag full of pre-shredded chicken you're pulling out of your
right. Oh well,
that's a lot of sunflower seeds you can fit in that hoodie.
Indeed. So, what was going on with you? You said you made a big purchase. What did you do?
So we didn't really talk about it last week. So I was having, we've talked about it a little bit. I've had some car issues. I ended up trying to do the repair myself. I repaired the right part. I was on the right track, but there are just certain things that I don't have the skill for. I don't have the know-how for. So I eventually said, you know what? I'm just going to have to buckle down and just take it to a place. So I took it to a place to get done.
Okay.
They replaced a few other parts and hoses.
Real quick, I opened this and never tasted it.
You never tasted
it? I'm looking down at it and I'm like, what? Why can't I remember what this tastes like? Oh, I never drank it.
Good?
All right.
Yeah, how's it taste? It stinks.
It's okay.
Really? Because I know you like the last one.
Yeah, the root beer was good. It's okay.
You know what's hard for me to get my head around? Is it carbonated or is it flat?
It's flat.
Okay. Well, that's a saving grace because I've had the Ghost one is carbonated, and I don't like the carbonated lemonade and iced tea. It just feels.
Wait a minute. Oh, I know it's all right. It's good, but I know why I don't like it. It tastes like Lipton Brisk.
Oh yeah.
It took a couple of sips for me to recognize it, but it's spot on to Lipton Brisk.
We're back in high school,
and I hate Lipton. I love Lipton tea. I don't like Lipton's bottled teas. They're terrible.
They're too the way they taste. They're like just too sweet.
That's exactly what it is. It's Lipton Brisk. All right. So if they're matching flavors, the root beer, spot on to A&W.
Right.
This, spot on to Lipton Brisk. So they're accurate. I don't like that flavor, but it's accurate. So
sounds good.
They're 2 for 2 on delivering what they're promising. Anyway, sorry, your story. You were.
Oh, that's okay. So I finally took the car into a place to get fixed. They replaced a few things. They charged me like $700. Said, well, guess what? We replaced everything. We think we did okay. However, we can't clear the code. The check engine light still won't go off. You're going to have to take it to a dealership. Fuck. All right. Get it down to a dealership. The dealership has it for a few days. They tell me that they have to redo some of the work that the other place did because they did it wrong. Got the code to clear, check engine lights off, another $450. Okay, whatever. As long as it's done and it's working. I have it back for a day. Take the kid to school, pick him up. No big deal. The next day. So I picked this up on a Thursday right before the show 2 weeks ago. Pick it up. Nothing wrong Friday. Saturday morning, go out to go somewhere. Check engine light back on. I'm like, so I call the dealership. Their service department is closed on a Saturday, randomly enough, which would be the one day anyone should be there.
Right.
So I left a message, call back, I think Monday. They say, bring it in Wednesday morning. I bring my car back in Wednesday morning. They have it for about 2 days, give or take. They call me probably.
You didn't hear that, did you?
No, I didn't hear a thing.
There's a storm going on.
Ghost.
Loud thunder. I was just.
No, I didn't hear it.
Keep going. Sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay. So they call me probably about an hour and a half before we're about to start the show last week. They tell me it's running a different code. Everything that we fixed is fine. However, now it's doing something else. It's going to cost $4,000.
See that
I'm like, fuck no.
I get so suspicious when it comes to the codes because you can't. The days of look, it was a necessary skill for humanity to know how to fix anything automotive with an engine, boat, plane, any of that stuff. That was a valuable life skill, still is. But now it has to be compromised because you need to know computer programming.
It's a lot. Because like I said, I can do some mechanical. When I used to have a Honda Civic, it was a toy car. You can pop a radiator out of there in 10 minutes, throw a new one in, and be on the road. Like, they're so easy.
I have a neighbor who has I forgot it's a giant fucking pickup truck. Like, it's 2-door with the cabin behind him, and then, you know, an extended bed and everything. Mm-hmm. And I was talking to him about something. He can't even change the oil on this thing because it has to go through some kind of scanning thing, because they have to move that. Yeah, so you can't even change the oil on your own without them having to. It's like, well, if you do that, then the sensor is going to be going off, or it won't let you do this. Or sometimes you do something, and if this, change a tire. I have the problem. My car has this. If you change the tire, it has to be reset with the sensor, or else the car won't fucking start.
Well, that's weird. Yeah,
or is it start?
I mean, I know the tire pressure gauge is on there, that sometimes if you do that wrong,
maybe it's not start. Maybe it's like the dashboard doesn't turn off or whatever. But yeah, you can't. I can't just replace the tire, put it back on, without this thing across the dashboard, because it's got to realign the sensor or whatever that you have a new tire. So it has to know, because the balance is off. If you don't replace all 4 tires, the balance is off, and So I feel for you, man. I mean, you know way more mechanical stuff than I do, but you can't even do
stuff up, and it sucks because, like, I feel like if I can do something myself, I'm going to do it. And it's just like you said, these have gotten so complicated that you have to have an advanced degree to do half the stuff anymore. And it's like, I could replace the part that I needed, and I see Intersect in there asking what was the issue. Basically, the car. It was like a 2018, but I live so rural that I put so many miles on it that at this point, the what's called the wastegate solenoid was not working. Small part, maybe like this big. Easy to fix, easy to do. The problem is you got to make sure the right hoses are in there, because what that does is it sends the signal to the wastegate system that puts the right pressure and PSI into the turbo, which gives you power, and it's a whole thing. That's an easy fix. However, sometimes when they get too hot, especially here in Arizona, or if it's too close, you know, obviously it's close to the engine, they will, the wiring will burn out, and you have to replace all that. And I just don't have that skill. I can't do the electrical. I can do some things, but I'm not going to do the. So they do all that. And what happened is that the $4,000 repair is basically the wastegate solenoid that I replaced was fine. All the tubes, all that stuff was fine. Now they're saying it was the wastegate and the turbo itself. I'm just like, you got to be kidding me. So I had to do the math on it and basically say, do I spend $4,000, to have them fix this on a car that had 180,000 miles, that I'm about to sink another $4,000 after I've already spent $1,200 on, and it's just about half of the amount that I still owe on the car? Or do I just say, let's see what you guys can do? So I spent last Saturday after the show at a car dealership, looked around, did a few things, and they were able to get me, they took the car as a trade-in. They gave me just nothing really for the trade-in, which is, I get it. And I put a ton of miles on it. It was a nice car. It's still in good condition.
The trade-in, you had a what? What was it?
2018 Chevy Equinox.
Did you buy, so Chevy is what? General Motors? No.
Yeah, GM.
Yeah, General Motors. Mm-hmm. Did you trade it into another General Motors dealer, or did you do something else? All right. Because I got my car, not this car, the car before. I've never bought a new car in my life. I just don't want to. I usually buy something that's a little bit off being new. And it's usually, from my luck, is that the other car I lease, when that lease was up or whatever, or I would trade in my car with the other car and get something else off their lot for a good deal. I had a Ford from a Jeep dealership, and they gave me an insane deal, and I couldn't figure out why the deal was so good for that. They just wanted it off the lot because they don't service that car, right?
Yeah.
So I get it off the lot, and then within a month I found out why they wanted to get rid of it, because it was the high-end.
Change the tires on it.
There's only one kind of tire for it.
Oh, it's the worst.
So it was a high-end sports package vehicle.
But you're spending $900 for tire changes.
I turned to go into a parking lot, and you know how sometimes the parking lot kind of goes up with the curb like that? And I guess I cut it a little too tight, so I hit the thing, boom. And as I got into the parking lot, all of a sudden the sensors are going off. The tire's flat. I went, from that, what the hell happened?
Funny.
The tires were this thick.
Jesus.
They were 19-inch street level, like they were 9-inch wide tires, like 1 to 2 inches thick at that. And then it was all fucking fancy rims. And I went, that's why they wanted that off, get that off their lot. I wound up researching real quick. I wound up researching. It's like, it's the rims. The rims only allow you to get one kind of tire, and each tire was over $300 each.
It's ridiculous, man.
And I said, screw that. Went to found a junkyard, an automotive yard, and I said, what's the basic version of this car? Do you have that? They did. Can I get those rims? I bought the rims. I think I got all 4 rims for like a couple $100.
I was going to say, you probably spent less on those rims to get new tires than you would have spent on the other.
Yeah. So I bought the basic rims. The fancy rims that were on my car, I sold them for several $1,000s. A guy from Queens drove all the way into Jersey to buy it off of me. And
you end up making money.
I put the basic rims on there, and then I bought 4 brand new all-purpose tires. And I was like, oh, that's the trick to it. Don't never get the street fucking tires with a car. I didn't know that at the time. It was a learning experience. Now I know. Knowing is half the hassle. So you got a new Chevrolet or something?
Yeah, so I went to the dealership, went around, and I was originally looking on to get like a used car, like you said, just get something a little cheaper.
Can I see something in a gray vehicle?
It was funny because it was gray, actually.
What? Really?
I was originally looking at a gray Nissan Rogue. It was like a 2023, 2024, something like that. But my goal was, look, I already had a ton of miles on this last car. I need something with less miles. You know, I've got my kids. I'm always going to concerts. My daughter doesn't live with me full time, so I go to back and forth to pick her up. So I know I'm going to put some miles. I want something that doesn't quite have the same amount of mileage that I got. Something dependable, Nissan, whatever.
Something where if you hit an armadillo going 87, it's not going to ruin your vehicle. Yeah,
plow through a bunch of tumbleweeds and stuff. But
who wants to drive through the cactus field? Me.
I do. No.
The A's have it.
You bet. So I was talking to the lady. She was real nice. You know, it wasn't the typical like high pressure situation when you get to a car dealership. No sleazy people. This lady was totally nice. Very cool. So talked to her, and she, instead of showing me the used car, which I get the reasoning she did it, is that we went for new. So looked at a few of the same model, same car, just newer car. So instead of 2018, I got into a 2026. I think I got 13 miles when I drove off the lot the other day. Nice car. Some of the bells and whistles that I had on my other car aren't there. I don't have the electric seats. I don't have a sunroof, which is kind of a bummer. And I don't have the lift gate that's automatic.
You really need a sunroof in a desert area?
I liked it during the winter. So like, you run the heated seats, but then you'll open the sunroof in the window. So you're like cold air coming in, but your ass is warm. Like,
I have such a good combo on my car, but I
rarely used it.
The only time I ever use it is if the kid remembers that because she wants to see the sky while we're driving. Yeah, the other time is during the summer, because I'll keep the car locked, but I'll raise the vent area like that so that the car isn't extremely hot when you come back from the stores or wherever. That's the only time I ever used that thing.
Yeah, so I'm not like bummed about that. I'm not upset that I don't have the electric seats, because I figure it's just one more mechanical component to break. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't need another motor that'll go out eventually. So I'm fine with some of the things I didn't get. But what I did get is a lot of safety features. You know, it's got the, stay in their lane stuff. It's got a whole nice entertainment system with the screens and everything. Me and my son figured out that we can download like Netflix, YouTube, and all that stuff. So when you're parked, you can watch stuff. So we're sitting in the driveway testing it out. And I'm like, we could be inside watching this, but let's watch Spider-Man over here in the car. So
I've seen those. Neat. They're Teslas, but I don't remember the brand. It's not the space looking car. It's their other Teslas, their hybrid or whatever, that have the giant iPad as the dashboard, right? I've seen people hack that thing. So they're watching, like on the highway. I've seen them driving. They're watching shit. One time, Giddles told me this, and I didn't believe him. It sounded fun, but it was like, that can't be true. And then I saw it. There's a guy, he was parked. He was on a street parking. He was playing fucking Pac-Man.
Oh my God.
On the giant iPad while I guess he was sitting there waiting for somebody. So, and he's just moving his finger around playing Pac-Man on the iPad thing in the car. But I've seen people hack it where they're driving through and they're watching movies.
Yeah, or I've heard of that. Yeah.
Or if you have to go past Newark, that I do, to go to the airport, sometimes you see giant SUVs with the window of the back open, and they have like fold down HD screens, and they're playing projectors. They're playing their music video or promoting their fucking TikTok channels or whatever. So you're driving and essentially like an Escalade or something along those lines. Jesus. Like a tricked out Chevy Tahoe goes past, the windows open, and there's just a flat screen advertising their shitty rap music or whatever it is
like
while you're on
while
you're on I-95, while you're on 78. Next time I see it, I'll see if I can grab a video. But it happens more often than you think.
That's wild. So so I ended up getting a new car.
Good. White, gray, black, red.
White,
what did you say?
White. They gave me options. They're like, hey, do you want a black one, a white one, a red one? And I was like, I don't want a red car. I'll stick with white. It'll stay cooler. It'll show less dirt, especially, in the desert. So did all that. So I put the money that I was going to do repairs on and just put it in there. The reason why I went with new is that the rebates on the 26s, and I don't know if anyone buys new cars or anything like that. I used to work at a dealership. A lot of the times you'll get a 2026 car in like mid to late 2025. So most of the 2026s in the year of 2026 have been on those lots for a very long time, because right now we're at that point where they're trying to move those out for 2027. So I got a good deal. They took like $8,000 off, which almost pretty much negated all the stuff that I, owed on the other car. So I was kind of like, I think my payment went up maybe $100, which is fine. I was already paying very little for the other one. So I had to spend a ton of money on that, which, wasn't expecting, but it's the peace of mind of having a good warranty, oil changes, the tire coverage. I've got, very low miles. I know it's going to last. So not exactly how I wanted to spend my last week, but it's fine. But that is funny. I ended up picking it up. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go show the kid. Took it to go see my daughter. He walks out, gets in. She goes, "Oh my gosh, this is nice. When can I drive it?" I was like, "You're not touching this thing." Immediately, that was her first word. No, you can drive the beat up car that we were driving while this one was in the shop.
I was going to say, well, I had told you when you told me that, I said, had you not traded the car in, I would have surprised her without telling her, like she got a new car and you give her the car that doesn't work and said, if you can raise the money to fix it, it's yours.
Yep.
And then have
$4,000. Good luck.
Yeah. See the excitedness and then it just wash away to extreme disappointment and eventually anger and resentment. It's great being a dad. I love being a dad, being able to figure out all these things to drive the kids crazy. So
they've put so much really cool stuff into these cars. Even this is not even the highest end, all the bells and whistles. This just comes in standard with stuff that I didn't have on my last car. It's even got things like teen mode where I can set it up and
turbo teen mode.
Right.
You
Teen
throw
Titans
water
mode.
on him and he turns into a car.
Oh my God. That's a deep cut. Now you're a car. Now I get to drive you. But she there's a teen mode that I can hook up, which restricts the radio for being too loud. And you have to put your seatbelt on before you get to start the car. There's so many things. And I was like, oh, it's like I can control your phone. She goes, please don't ever put that on. I was like, first of all, you're never driving this. And second, if you do, you're damn right I'm going to put these things on. So, but it's cool. It's nice. I like having it. It's just I wasn't expecting. So.
Well, I
really dip it in my concert budget.
Yeah. Do you know how long I'm going to be? How long I have to go without a concert or Legos?
Because not very long, Eric. Because I just bought tickets to a new concert.
That's in.
No, because you're going to have to send me some money for that. Because guess what? I'll be getting you a T-shirt when I go to La Seraphim.
I know. At first I was annoyed, but I was like, nah, that's good because it's going and I can get a shirt out of it. So
so I'll find their shirts because this past Monday night, I went and saw Benson Boone. And I was giving you the play-by-play of how many backflips this guy was doing.
All right. And could you tell the audience what I kept hoping was going to happen to him, please?
Yeah, which also made my daughter laugh because she kept wanting to see what you were saying because I was laughing because you and I were having our little giggle fest and my daughter's trying to enjoy a concert.
Mm-hmm.
So every time I would tell you he did a backflip and I would get more creative in the way I told you, you're like, at one time I was like, yeah, he just did a backflip off the piano or something like that. And you're like, God, I hope he breaks his neck, or it just you were just like hoping for the worst every time this happened.
No, I'll tell you exactly what it was. I mean, if a neck broken was a result of it, then yes, it happened. Wait, did you just send me something?
Just sent you something a while ago. Maybe it just went through.
No, I didn't look. I wasn't looking at my phone.
Oh, it was only storm pictures and stuff.
Let's see. When did you go to Benson?
Monday
okay,
night.
Here it is. Yeah. First, you were showing me something. He's standing on top of something really high.
Oh, yeah.
Above the crowd. And I go, is he on cables? Maybe he can have a tragedy like Spider-Man Into the Dark.
Yeah. My daughter's like, you gotta be, why are you being mean? I was like, no, it's fun. But
then you said there are so many under 13 girls freaking out. I've seen exorcisms less violent than this show, and I said he should be investigated. Then he said backflip off a raised platform, so he's escalating.
Yeah.
And I said, I hope he lands on the edge of the piano.
And I responded, God willing, and my daughter's like, you guys are mean.
So I was going to see him do the back. What? I don't know his song. I know it if I heard it, but I don't know.
Mystical, Magical, and then Beautiful Things are like the two ones that I knew.
Like if he does the backflip and he just lands where, you know how the grand piano has the open door, the hatch on the top. He just landed somehow inside and the thing and the door fell on him.
Yeah, it's very cartoonesque.
You know, and they're it's very touch and go that if he'll have use of his legs again. That's where I want to go see Benson Boone.
I gotta say though, he put on a very good show. Like I was not familiar with his music all that much. I couldn't believe this is the hard part for me is that I had a good time. I enjoyed it. I would go again. However, and this is what worries me about Le Seraphim, and it's going to be the first time that I'm going to bring earplugs to a concert because the amount of screaming, the amount of 13-year-olds to 45-year-old girls and women just absolutely losing their minds. It was the loudest experience because I don't think I've ever been to like a pop band, boy band, you singer like that's kind of situation. I'm usually at metal shows and the crowd doesn't make the noise. The metal does. So like I'm used to that. It was so incredibly loud.
Boone falls onto it. And you hear structures bending and breaking as the set collapse.
It was so loud. Like I could not believe the volume of the screaming and the craziness. But it was a very good show. Very, very,
of course it's good.
He's very talented. He's really talented. I mean, yeah, you're not even joking. Like this guy comes out with the porn stash, curly hair. He's got just the
all
leather
he figured
vest
out
on.
was how do I do Freddie Mercury and escalate it? And he's like, oh, I know how to do some somersaults and some gymnastics. So I'll add that into there while I'm completely doing Freddie Mercury's whole act.
The last song he did, Beautiful Things, and right as he does it, he gets, the way the stage is set up, he's got one main stage and he's got this little walkway where he does all his flips and does all his stuff. Comes to the end, gets down on his knees and he's bending back and he's like, all right, Phoenix, thank you. Stands up and then he backflips into the Spider-Man pose. And then the pop that happened in that stadium with all those people was insane. Someone threw a Spider-Man vertebrae. That would have been great. But very talented, very, very enjoyable. A very different situation I've ever been in as far as concerts go. So
I didn't know they had a xylophone player in his band. No, that's just his ribs breaking as he fell into
his L4 and L7.
As he fell into the Marshall speakers in the back.
Yeah. So I got to say, like, all jokes aside, man, I would go see him again. He was pretty good. He was really good. Right. So
good for you.
Yeah, did that. And like I said, I got Le Seraphim tickets. Going to go see some K-pop. Going to be the same situation, but this time I'm bringing earplugs in.
All right.
I think it's going to be that same kind of crazy, fever-pitched, young kid screaming fest. So
since we're on some of the music stuff here, I have to bring this up. I have a song here for you about buying a new car.
Ooh.
I thought it's not quite the same scenario where you had a breakdown and it was going to be the expense of repairing was going to outweigh the cost of just giving up and buying something brand new. But this is also applies about the frustration some people go through when trying to buy a new car. Let's check this out.
This song is called Don't Pay Off All Your Credit Cards and Eliminate Your Debt if you're on the market for a new car. Don't do it. Credit Karma lied. Credit Karma told me I was a 730. Now I'm a fucking 680. They lied, and I found out that I lost 30 points for paying off all my debt. If this is what America is, I don't want to be here. What the fuck is wrong with the economy? I just wanted to pay off my debt so I can buy another car because my dog died. Like a fucking fart. Yeah, yeah. La 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 la. Reliability. Reliability. Yeah. Reliability. Damn, I should have paid off my debt. Damn, I should have paid off my debt.
She's amazing.
That's really good.
Credit Karma, lying bitch.
I was gonna say we can let that run a little long, but that right at the end, it made up for it. That was good. Yeah, that shit's a scam, man. Like it's like you can do better, but if you do too good, we're gonna punish you somehow.
Her name is Ms. Is it? How do you pronounce this? Sybau. Sybau.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, yeah, duh. The acronym. Miss Shut Your Bitch Ass Up. I'm an idiot. Okay.
Yeah, my daughter says it to me a lot.
Oh, I've seen people putting that in the comments, and I go, spell it, and they don't know what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
You can find her at DJ ENT the God on social medias and stuff, though. She's very unusual. She plays piano, she plays guitar, but she does rock music.
It's funny because I was actually talking about the Paradox, that punk band that I was telling you guys. I showed everybody where there's like the 4 black guys that doing like pop punk, and it's like it's the same thing where it's like these guys don't look like they should be playing this music.
Yeah,
and it sucks because they're coming out here. They're coming out here in October, and they're sold out. I'm trying to get on a waiting list.
Oh yeah, Sam. Didn't they start off like they were doing like Blink 182 covers and
they were just doing like TikTok videos, and people kept making fun of them and calling them Black 182, and they leaned into it and said, "Fuck it, let's do it."
Yeah, and they did it.
And then they ended up playing them. They played Warped Tour in Long Beach. So I'm like, good for you guys. So I want to go see them, but yeah, they sold out quick.
Also since we're doing the music stuff, I want to correct this. A few weeks ago, I had said that we were playing the family that does the 80s synth stuff. Like they're a family band, like a Hanson thing, and they were doing all the greatest 80s synth riffs in one song. It was very good. And then I said we were talking about, or you had mentioned about the guy that was making like 80s punk songs and stuff, punk songs
like,
in the 80s, right?
Born was in the 80s, or like all
I reached out to the guy, found him, and I was talking to him. Apparently YouTube took down his YouTube channel because every label in the world started to strike him because he was making repurposed versions of their song catalog, which is such bullshit. It's like, take the ad revenue then, fine, but let the guy still put his stuff out there. They wiped his whole channel, so he's working on something else. It's on Spotify too, so I'm going to bring some stuff next week for him. But I had made a mention. I said, oh yeah, I knew a guy that would do these like style swap stuff, flip the genre kind of things. And he made these 80 songs, and I said it was Post Malone the middle, and it turned out I was wrong. It was Zed.
Okay.
The guy was named I forgot the other people that did the song with him, Zed, but did that song, the mid. Why don't you meet me in the middle? That one. But Post Malone, he did a Post Malone one as well. So I'm going to show you the middle one first. Okay. And
actually, there's a song by Zed I really like called "Clarity" with Foxes. That's a.
I think I know that one too. All right, let's take a listen to this. This is what if Zed's "The Middle" was an 80s new wave song. I love this trend of taking popular songs and making them 80s. So he has that one. This is the Post Malone one. Yeah, here we go. Those days, remember? All right, this goes back to like the Star Wars kid when you'd have a camcorder and do shit at home, and then nobody would ever see it
for like 10 years, and then somehow it got on YouTube.
Yep. But it's stuff like this where you would play with a camcorder in the late 80s, early 90s. You'd make your little shows, skits, movies, whatever. But no one was ever going to see this stuff unless you put it out there.
Right.
It's in that same spirit of I'll just do this at home, and that dorky kind of feeling to it. And he made
I'm sorry, we have Zed at home. Thanks.
Yes. Made a ton of money off of that.
That's cool. Yeah, I love that kind of stuff.
All right. Oh, I want to show you this real quick. There's a collaboration going on. Stop, collaborate, and listen here. Two properties. I get they're from one area of both of different cultural significance came together, and now for probably one of the most bizarre collaborations tied into a McDonald's Happy Meal toy. And I know you went, and I didn't say anything, but I had gone already myself. We went to McDonald's, and
we're children, by the way.
Yes, the Hello Kitty Godzilla collaboration. So it's all these. Where you can see that. I don't know the other characters, but like all these other characters in the Hello Kitty world are part of the Godzilla world. So
awesome.
Yeah.
What did you end up getting?
I wound up getting now. The kid loves McDonald's toy. She just likes the toy. She doesn't even eat the cheeseburger or anything. She eats the fries, the apple slices, and then whatever the toy is. That's all she cares about. So I was like, all right, we'll get one for her. And her mom loves Hello Kitty. So I was like, all right, I'll get 2 Happy Meals so we can see if we can get to this. And I go, wait a minute. What if they do get that? I wanted that because I like Godzilla. You can, maybe you can't, but.
Why do you think I bought 3 yesterday?
I bought 3 Happy Meals as well.
I wanted one of the toys.
I bought 3 Happy Meals as well. So,
That's so funny.
Here's the thing that I wasn't aware of because I saw the display and I'm like, oh, there's a whole bunch of them. 3 Happy Meals will probably help my chances on at least getting one that I want.
Nope.
We got 3 of the same one.
Did you get what? Okay, so what did you get? Because I got 3 of the same as well. So the kid got one, and the other kid's gonna get one.
It comes with this little box,
which is pretty cute.
I
like the Happy Meal box. Oh, you son of a bitch!
I got 3 Hello Kitty Godzillas.
What I need.
So
that's the one I want.
I'm not a Hello Kitty fan at all.
I'm a Godzilla fan.
But I have all the we saw over there is the things that we got from C4, the drink holder.
Some of us got it.
Funko's over there. I've got a big Godzilla statue over there. Like I got a lot of Godzilla stuff. Well, yes, some of them. I still have your box. I have your birthday present. I got to put in there too. I apologize. That's on me.
Oh, no worries.
But yeah, so I wound up getting the Godzilla Hello Kitty thing. So I'll put it on my display there for it. But I didn't think
that's the one I want the most.
Yeah, so I didn't think I would get the one. I was like, all right, we'll buy 3 of the fucking Happy Meals, hoping to get one, and we got 3 of them. So everyone's
this
happy.
is what I got. I got myself a Mothra one, which is fine. I want the King Ghidorah Karopi, but yes, I definitely want myself that. I have something I want to show you.
I've been told I have to look for. And I never even heard of Space Godzilla, and maybe I did. And I'm forgetting it.
Mechagodzilla, Space Godzilla.
I was told I need to find out how to get the Choco Cat Space Godzilla.
Choco Cat's cool.
That is the one. That
I want the Kuromi.
What's the Kuromi?
Let me see the box.
Wait, is it the green thing?
No.
Is it this?
That's Karopi.
Oh, that's
like a frog.
What's Kuromi?
Kuromi. Let me see the box. Let me see the characters real quick. All right, go to the other side. Kuromi is Mechagodzilla down at the bottom.
Oh, the evil one.
Yeah, it's evil Hello Kitty.
Yeah, they both have a bunch. They have shirts and stuff and a hoodie with that one on it.
Yeah, real popular character for all the little goth kids. But yeah, here we go. Check this out.
Run! It's Godzilla!
It looks like Godzilla, but due to international copyright laws, it's not.
Still, we should run like it is Godzilla!
Though it isn't.
So some of them were actually putting the Hello Kitty life size on the actual McDonald's signs, and I was like, that's some good marketing right there.
I want to steal that.
It's a big inflatable. You're into the inflatables? That's the one we need to get ourselves.
I want to go steal that.
Yeah, let's check. Look at that. That's on the giant McDonald's sign hanging on outside of what I don't know if it's a lot of locations. I don't know if it's select locations, but yeah, look at that. That's super cool.
Yeah, I got to find one that has that and figure out how to get it. Due to international copyright law, we can't say it's Godzilla. It's on the box. It's okay to say it. So, I picked that up. So that is complete. I only found out about it.
Went to the same McDonald's today while I was grabbing an energy drink going, I wonder if they could just, because sometimes you can go into these and say, can I just buy the toys? Like, which toys do you got? And stuff like that. They're starting to get to the where you can't do that because of the.
Here's what I hate. No, you can, but here's what I hate.
Some of them don't.
They do it all blind box now.
Well, no, those aren't even blind boxes. It clearly states that it's an actual, it's the one. Because it should say Hello Kitty number whatever 1, 2, whatever.
I was talking to somebody else about the box, and they said, "Yeah, it's a blind box, but you got to look for the number to see which one it actually is."
It should be like number 1. I got number 3.
So wait, the box you have has the character on the front?
Yeah, they're not blind boxes.
Oh fuck! Then I'm going back to try to find.
Yeah, see if you can see if they have them. Like, because I know sometimes they'll do them in waves. So like this week, you may not have a location that has them, or like they rotate them, because I found that to be a thing when they were doing the Halloween buckets. So like some buckets would be at certain locations, some buckets would be at another one, and they would rotate stock, and it's a whole thing. Because I'm gonna have this problem with Jack in the Box when those Simpsons Treehouse of Horror cups come.
Yes,
and I'm like, I'm gonna have to get.
I told you the 2 I wanted.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna try to see what I can. I wouldn't say no
to any of them, but if I had a choice, those are the 2 I want.
No,
the others, I don't.
We'll see what I can do. So, but yeah, it's a fun time to be a giant child.
It really is.
As soon as I saw that collab, I was like, that can't be real. And then when I found out it was, I sent it to you. You're like, that can't be real. And I was like, well, it is. It's official. And I'm like, holy shit, what a weird collaboration. Like that just makes no sense.
Well,
and I want all of them.
All right. Well, if you want to talk about things that can't be real, there, you know how I love amusement park disasters.
Yeah, some of my favorites.
Yes.
We usually get them from Gabby down in Mexico. She just sends them to us.
Yeah, she loves sending us. Check out this track. Like Mexicans culture, lovely people, but they're very dark, and they hide behind Christianity all the time. But they're very dark people, and I know what you're saying. It's not that kind of dark. I mean, some of them are, but I'm talking about their sense of humor and things. They love, I mean, you can tell by the culture, the Day of the Dead celebration. That's some dark shit. But she loves sending me amusement park disaster things in the way of like some people would send cat videos or dog or something about a little kid saying something stupid, like that kind of enthusiasm. And you're like, oh, watch this horse break off a carousel and this kid goes flying and is impaled by the stick that goes.
Look at these people stuck on the ride as a storm rolls through Mexico. It's like
those are always fun when they're on the top of a Ferris wheel or
those swing rides with the chains, and then they're stuck, and then like you see a hurricane running through. I'm like,
well,
these people
let me. You nailed it with this one. It's the swing ride, which I used to love. Growing up,
I never go on that.
I loved the swing rides.
It's the same chain you can buy at a Home Depot. No, thank you.
Right. And they're the same thing, buddy. I know Catholics like to say they're different from Christianity. It's the same thing. I am one. I can speak for it. So this is the swing ride. Now we've seen problems where it gets stuck and they all like it, or it comes to a halt and they get tangled into each other or that kind of thing, right? Or we saw that one video a while ago where they were up high and they were up there for like several hours.
Yeah, that's
like
the one I think I remember.
They had to pee and whenever they couldn't get the thing down. Well, this is the one where they can't get it to stop slowing down. And watch what happens here, because I am so pissed at, again, the camera people. What are you doing? You can't help. You can't. Tape the fucking thing as it happens. Yeah. Tape the thing. That's your only purpose there right now. You happen to catch this gold mine, this once in a lifetime event. Well, no, there's been many others, but for you, it might be a once in a lifetime event.
Yeah, this may never happen to you again.
Pointing the camera down and then saying, oh my God, what's going on here? Does nothing for anybody.
No.
Stop. You're not going to help. Stop thinking you're involved. Record, document the thing. Let's everybody else around there deal with that. That's not your responsibility. With that being said, let's take a look at this. So this is, and I was looking online. People are pissed. It says 9 injured at the Wilson County, Tennessee State Fair. Nobody calls it the Wilson County, Tennessee State Fair. They just call it the Tennessee State Fair. Like they don't know why the news keeps trying to rebrand what this is.
Does it really matter though?
I don't know. Tennesseans, David
Lord
Tennesseans, whatever, are all pissed that they're not getting it correct. But I was just told that it's the Tennessee State Fair. Anyway, it's the swing ride. It malfunctions. Here we go. Swinging around. Good time.
See, I won't go on these.
Now watch. It's not slowing down, but it's moving down. It's
no, they're going to grind him into the gate.
It's supposed to slow down so that they stop and then the thing drops.
Yeah,
it doesn't
drop. They're not
yanked
out with the centrifugal force. They're more in line with the walkway.
So, yeah. So you've got it's lowering, but they're not slowing down. Here we go. Those are people's feet and legs hitting
they're
the
hitting
metal
the fucking barricade.
Yeah. Listen to this again. That's people's legs and feet hitting the barricades, and it's still lowering down.
That's not right.
All right. Did you hear that lady in the back?
That's not right.
Yeah.
That's not right.
That's not right. Now it's hitting to the point where people are getting
stuck on the outside. Look at that.
They're getting the barricades hitting them in between the legs like nut shots.
Oh, now they're like spinning. Why are you looking down?
Yes. And the rest of the video is just this guy pointing to the pavement.
I hate that shit.
I hate that. You can't help. Stop doing that.
Right.
Suck it up and be the one to document everything. You know, people give me shit for like, why do you have everything? Because nobody believes you otherwise. Right? In today's day and age, especially with AI, You're so quick to see in the comments, oh, it's AI, that's fake, oh, this didn't happen. Where's the audio? Where's the video? Where's the photo? I have receipts. I bring receipts all the time, or at least I try to. If you don't, no one believes you. Your job is to document this thing. It's a tragedy, but you can't do anything about it. You can laugh about it later, or you can laugh as it's happening, depending on the person you are. But you still keep recording the entire time. See that person in the yellow?
Just flipped her around.
Yeah.
There goes your knees.
The kid, but before the lady in the yellow seat, this kid right here in the all black, he's got his feet.
Oh, I see his foot between a bar.
No, it's not yet. He's holding it like if you were holding a stick against like a chain link fence kind of thing. He's rubbing. He has his feet going against the slots of the barricade. All you need is some kid's leg getting caught into there, and then either
in half.
The legs, is yanking off, or you're pulling the barricade or something. But millions are going to be paid in fines and hospital costs and all that stuff. Just when it started getting good,
it was just
starting to spin around.
Good.
The chains are about to intertwine, and now we're just looking at spilt like beverages and gum on the fucking concrete. We'll have to look for other footage going forward, but I figured you would want to see that.
I'm just saying he pushed button 2 before button 1. Yep. I don't want to see people ground down and die. Well, Flipper, don't worry. They're not going to get it on camera.
I want to see people flung into barricades.
I actually wanted it to go faster so they could swing out more and see what happens then.
You ever see a kid on the playground where they're on a swing and they spin it around in a circle? Just so they can hope to let it go so that it would spin them back really fast. Right. And they wind up getting caught into the kid in the swing next to them because they can't control it. And then everyone's getting hurt. It's hilarious. Or that other ride that they put in there, it's essentially the agitator.
Yeah, the Gravitron.
Yeah, where they're all running around and holding a metal brace, hoping not to have centrifugal force fling you out into other steel-made structures from a playground. I love that stuff. Now having a kid,
I don't need anybody to die. I don't want to see anybody, any of that stuff. But when I know they've survived, it makes it 10 times more funny to watch.
It is. Even if some are kind of hit and miss, it's still hilarious. But having a kid get you in, it's like having VIP privileges. It'll now get you into places that you're not allowed to go unless you have a child. So going to sit at a playground while they're all playing, and you get to sit under the shaded area, and with your beverage and your phone, and you get to watch all the kids eventually get hurt.
That kid's gonna fall. That kid's gonna run into something. I just sit there now. I can't do that on the playground because that's just being a ghoul or suspect, so people will point like half the time I don't even bring the kid when I do it.
It's like, why is this guy taping all the kids? I know I'd go over and beat the shit out of that guy too. But I could at least tell the story from being at the playground when I see these kids get hurt.
Keep yelling First Amendment as you're getting beat down by some dads.
Peconic County Army said, got to grab a bag of Zeppelis for the ambulance ride. Yeah. Some of those powdered funnel cakes.
Right. Some of that deep fried Oreo.
Yeah, that too. The Kool-Aid bowl. The pickle on a stick.
So stupid.
So fun. All right. We got to get to, we have 2 major topics. We only have time to do one. I'm trying to see if any of my other videos here were. We have a bunch of video game stuff we can do next week. Okay. All right. So I'll leave it up to you. Do we want to do disasters or do we want to do all the radio stories?
We were pretty radio heavy last week. We could probably wait on it. I don't think anything's really going to change. Let's do some disasters. I think people like that. We were
want to do disasters?
Doing some disasters with the ride. Let's keep going with that.
All right. You asked for it. There we go. The great Dennis Falcone, for any of you that want to know. All right, so there's been a bunch of disasters, and it's not just this week. It's over the last few weeks that we haven't had a chance to get to.
Earthquakes.
But let's start with the fun stuff.
What a weird way to parlay that.
It is. It's all
well,
fun.
this is the fun disaster, guys. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's all fun. But, there's things that take priority that, rank a bit higher than some of the other disasters or situations that are happening in our world. But we had a major solar eclipse the other day.
I know, and it was only available in the European area, Europe in that spot. And I was like, damn it.
I want to show you this before we get into some of the video footage, but this was from the International Space Station.
Ooh, that's actually a cool. I don't think I've ever seen a view like that before.
So that is the shadow projected from the moon blocking the sun onto a portion of the Earth.
Stupid.
Now, while you're on the Earth, you're thinking two giant celestial bodies blocking that. You'd think the shadow would cover more of the Earth than it does.
Right.
And it doesn't, because they're so far away. But still, that is impressive. Look how much of the Earth is blacked out based on that.
That's wild.
Isn't it?
That is really cool. Like I said, I don't think I've ever seen like that kind of a view for that particular kind of event. You know what I mean? Like, you don't really think that you're going to see like that.
Yeah. Well, I thought that was cool.
That is cool. That is really cool.
So let's look. I have a bunch of footage here from the solar eclipse. Let's take that. Let's take a look. This is over Ibiza.
At Ibiza? You have to lift it? Oh, those fucking assholes are all tripping on acid watching this happen while listening to techno music. That's possibly the best possible situation for them. I'm only a big fan of techno music if you're using it for production and imaging, right? It works in that sense. I don't want to sit there and listen to that as like I'm sitting in my backyard or I'm on a boat. It's not sit around and like have a drink and relax kind of music.
No, but it's shit weird. People force techno music and shitty hip hop mumble rap stuff everywhere they go because they're like, no, that's the cool music to listen to in public and loud. No, it's not. No, they're both fucking garbage. But in certain instances, I get the techno stuff. Like, I love it with Burning Man, and hopefully I always pray for that structure to fall on a bunch of people, and then we could feature that here. I was living my best life, as the kids say, a couple years ago when they had that rainstorm and they were all stuck in the mud.
Oh my God! Yes, Burning Man. They were stuck for like days.
Yeah, I could not.
Lines of people trying to share food and water because they were stuck in the mud and they couldn't get out. It just made me so happy.
For that one moment in time, I loved that more in my life than the birth of my child. Like, I was at that point. I'm like, I am so happy to see them with their shitty RVs stuck.
Their misery makes me happy.
Yes, it was the best. A close second was this past Coachella when the winds were hitting and flipping tents and everything over those $10,000 Army medical tents they were renting as a luxury.
Or when they I think it was last year when they were canceling. I think what's that one in Tennessee that I keep?
Bonnaroo. Wagon.
No, it was Bonnaroo. They canceled Bonnaroo completely because of storm. They're like, sorry, we're not gonna do it.
What's that the country music festival? No, there's a country music, something wagon, Steel Wagon or something along those lines that they also had a fucking problem too.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of large festivals going awry.
You're like, oh, you paid all this money and they're not going to refund you.
Here's another thing. Imagine being out on a cruise ship and seeing this.
Just an eclipse?
Yeah.
I mean, that would be kind of cool considering how I remember when you went on your last cruise, how you would text me and Rob and saying, I'm standing here looking out on the ocean. There's no light. It's just pitch black out there. And I'm like, that, being on the ocean, there's no land around you. And all of a sudden the sun goes away. That'd actually be pretty cool.
It was pitch black, but you got a chance. Like if you walk to the front or the back of the ship without the main lights, you could see the fucking galaxy and everything. That was amazing. I like that. But anyway, you hear, go back, a couple centuries, and people thought like God is mad at them. They thought
right now the Mayans have to sacrifice someone again. Damn it!
Yeah. But look at that. I could get
impressive. All those people are fucking looking at it without glasses too.
I would say, give me some of those gummies. Play some fucking Scooter. I'm going to sit out here and just, lose my mind and dance by the ocean while watching an eclipse. I would gladly do that.
Is that Idris Elba playing music while we're watching the eclipse? That's awesome.
That is so awesome to see, though.
Yeah, that is really cool. I was going to say, I was looking at the maps, and I think the next one that happens that we can see here in the U.S. is not going to be for another couple years.
Yeah,
and it's only in certain areas too, because I know Arizona, I won't ever get to see this ever again. I have to go somewhere else for it.
Well, hey, at one point, both you and I had the Aurora Borealis happening, and that was never supposed to happen.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to see that here.
I had photos. I'm like, I drove 5-10 minutes up the hill over there to get photos of that electrical green magnetic field going crazy above my my residential area.
We're about to witness totality from here.
This was from Iceland.
And yeah, there you go. The last remaining sliver of the sun.
Look at that. That is quite the diamond. And
yeah, beautiful solar prominences too. Oh my gosh.
Yes, look at that.
We're missing out on this.
Just
beautiful.
Isn't this what happened in Heroes? Isn't this how Hayden Planetarium died?
The Hayden Planetarium. That's the show title.
That is
that's an old joke.
Look at that prominence down there. That is wild.
Wow, and the sun's corona now appearing. Oh my gosh, I can't believe
By the way,
my
celebrity death photo
it's getting dark.
of Hayden
I hope you
and me.
The good thing is you got a zoomed version. Yes, absolutely.
Instagram can't tell me enough how many people are viewing this thing. And Sean's like, click here for your analytics. I don't care about the analytics. But I went and looked one day, and the majority, it's the reverse. The majority of people looking at that photo are not my followers.
My family.
Astounding.
Wow. They're like, you've got over 64,000 views in the last few days. It's like, keep posting stuff like this. And I'm like, you don't know the concept.
Yeah, I don't think you
of
quite
why this is up there.
It's
like, all right, let me know when more celebrities die.
Tell me about it, because you posted in our prep channel, by the way, you have a picture of you and Gary Cole. Now, I understand the context considering what we're both obsessed watching.
Oh, yeah, that's not for the...
God, is he dead too? I was so mad.
No, the rule of thumb, and if you're new to this world and new to this channel, if you don't know my past history with this bit, I've been doing it for 20 years. I think the early days of Facebook is when I started doing this. If you see a photo of me with a celebrity in black and white, it means the person has passed. And it's not for like, hey, here's me, check me out kind of thing, which people like to accuse me of. It was taken from the old concept that they used to do, the in memoriam, on the Oscars and the Emmys. And it used to be they would just show black and white photos of the celebrities or the people within the industry that had passed on. You never saw a color photo. You might they might pepper in a clip here and there of really big superstars. You know, like if like when Gene Autry died, I don't know when he died, but when he died, they played that famous clip of him dancing with the mop or the broom or whatever. Like you'd get little things like that. And it was always a contest of who got the bigger applause, who got the bigger cheers for the, yay, Bob Hope died. Whoa, standing ovation.
Right.
Oh, but what about the guy from Jake and the Fat Man? Oh, you got some pity claps. You know, nobody gave a shit about that. Anyway, so it was just that you would see the photos and I'd write something nice and positive about them and something that they were a part of that I admired or I enjoyed or whatever. It's in good taste.
Yeah, you're not doing it to really. I mean, you're not getting it. You're not trying to do it to get attention. It's just more of a like, I
appreciated this person and what they did.
Correct.
But everybody else, every other dumb shit in radio and whatever, posts the photos like, here's me with such and person when they died. It's like, yeah. Oh yeah, the Rock guy has had a one-time photo with Britney Spears. He really gives a shit about her music, that kind of thing. And I only took photos with people that I actually like their stuff. There's a handful of photos that I could never show ever because of their controversial legal status and battles and things like that.
Oh, I've seen a few of them.
Yes, that I unfortunately can't put here's me and this guy who was accused of multiple atrocities. We'll never see the light of day. But, everybody else, at the time, they weren't. But, times change. They're always somebody I appreciate, and that's why I put it up there. So, so Hayden Planetarium had passed, and she's adorable. She was short as hell, though. She's only like 5.
She looked very tiny.
Yeah. And it was weird because her and Kristen Bell were on that show, and they always
Heroes. Oh, that's right. Kristen Bell was like season 2, maybe season 3.
Right.
Like,
now I don't know if she had done Veronica Mars before Heroes or did Heroes and then Veronica Mars.
I think Veronica Mars was first. I think that's what got her on the map. That's why she started doing that.
But there was always, when they were on that show, they would always see on the entertainment things like Hayden and Kristen, like that little fun verses kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone always thought that Hayden was going to be the big star from this thing, and it turned out to be Kristen.
Yeah.
Like Kristen far exceeded anything that she did, as we saw at D23.
Now, Hayden did a few things where, like, she was on that show Nashville for long. Yeah.
My mom watched that show, yeah.
She was in Scream 4. Like, she showed up in a few things. But, yeah, she wasn't... once after a while, she just kind of dropped off the map. And when she came back to do the Scream series again, where she showed up, that's when everyone was like, oh, that's right. I forgot about her. You know what I mean? Like, okay, she's coming back. And then, unfortunately.
Yeah, I felt the same way when I rewatched the X-Men and you go, oh, yeah, Ellen Page was Kitty Pryde. I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. We're continuing on with the solar eclipse stuff here. So here's a time lapse. In Spain, right off the beach there.
Jeez, that's cool,
right?
It's impressive to see as is, but when you speed it up like that, that's actually kind of neat. Like, oh, it's gone back.
But yeah, look at this though. Like, look how big. Because you think the sun is, in the scale of everything, the sun is gigantic compared to our planet size. And what you're seeing in the sky, like, wow, the sun's pretty big. But when it's blocked, you realize that giant fixture in the sky is just the glow. It's the rays from the sun. The sun's like this in our sky, as you see right there with the moon going in front of it. Here, is this faster or slower? This part here. Did I forget to edit this out? Yeah, it's the same thing again.
Cool though.
Yeah, very cool to see. Did you see the skater that set up the photo shoot?
I had heard about it. I didn't watch a lot of that footage because I knew we were going to talk about it.
I want to see what the guy's name is. I thought I wrote it down, but apparently
Tony Hawk.
I didn't. No, it is Danny Vulture. No, that was terrible. His name is Danny Leon. Set this whole thing up there to have it in the right way, the right position, to do a skateboard stunt while the eclipse was going on here. Let's take a look. Turn the music off. Not AI, not fake, no CGI, nothing. Just camera set up at a distance with a ramp. Yeah. So he had the video and he had high-speed shutter photography.
It would have been really cool if he set up one of those loop-to-loop like ramps where he can go in and then like he just loops around the eclipse.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm not as impressed. Way to be lazy.
Or if he's doing, the jump there and a solar flare just happens to hit him at the same time.
I mean, it's still impressive. I'm not gonna lie. I can't do that shit. Good for you.
Who even thinks to set that up? But apparently,
you gotta get some good pre-planning going. Like I'm wondering how long it took to really kind of think about. Okay, this is where we can be. This is where the sun's going to be at this time. This isn't just like let's drive around until this matches up. Like that's a lot of planning.
No, I think the best video I found was this. It goes back to when I was saying, go back a few centuries ago, and a celestial event like this, people thought the gods were angry or the world is ending.
Right.
Something, it was terrifying because you just didn't understand what was going on here.
God damn it! I told you not to touch yourself. Look what happened. Now the sun's going away.
Yes, now God's going to flood our village now because you touch yourself at night. No, but look at this, and this plays into that concept of people freaking out. Look at this. So we see the eclipse happening. There's people standing along the side. It's like a cliff side near the ocean. Watching this, watch what happens.
No!
That's pretty good.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I didn't expect that. That was pretty
Radio people, people just started to slowly like magneto lift off the earth.
Yeah, they were being recalled.
Sounds like that. And the camera turned around and you're seeing other people being pulled up and they're like, oh, what the I would have loved for this to have been a legit news clip.
That's actually I didn't know what to look at because like you could see that dot way out in the distance. I thought, oh, people are gonna fall off the cliff. No.
I was like, that's all right. That's a good use of AI.
Yeah, that got me good. That was good. Nice.
What do you have here?
It was just so remember a few months back I bought that solar telescope and stuff like that. And I haven't really shown anybody anything. And since we're talking about the eclipse, I figured I'd throw this here real quick before we move on. Okay. I been working on how to edit. I've been working on how to, make things pop. A lot of the times what people don't understand is that it's not just one picture that I'm taking. It's like a series of pictures. I could
that'll have to be mapped together.
I literally take 900 photos. And what I've done is over like the past, I'll do it like 3 or 4 nights of the same thing. And it can do that kind of stuff. But I figured I would show you, you and I both love space stuff. This is a nebula that I took the other couple weeks back. Been learning how to edit all this stuff. So yeah, this is with my own camera. It's pretty cool.
I envy you in that aspect. Like you have no light pollution.
It's a lot of dark sky out here. Yeah. So I wrote this down. What is it called? It's it's just a constellation. It's just called the North American Nebula, known as NGC 7000 in the constellation Cygnus. So that one is what I did. And then I did this one as well. Just a galaxy. I don't remember which one it was, but yeah, I can take that and just track things and stuff like that, which really makes me kind of jealous of that the eclipse stuff. So yeah, I grabbed a few really cool shots, but yeah, it's these are a series of this one was I think 3 nights, almost 1,000 pictures each. I merge them together and then I edit the color. Sometimes the color doesn't pop, so you kind of like work a little bit more of the color saturation, stuff like that. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. Getting better at it. Like
looks great. What's the time lapse that you do for this?
I think,
or is it just are you doing point and click in a region of the sky?
No, it's like it'll take one picture every I think like 60 seconds. And so what it does, I hook the camera up to like a battery pack because it'll last for like maybe 3 or 4 hours, but I'm taking pictures for about 6 to 7 hours at night. So I'll get it set up and then I'll get it going and then I'll just go inside. And I've got enough dark sky around here where it doesn't matter. Like I've taken a lot of really cool moon shots and I have a filter where I can take pictures of the sun, but it just, there wasn't anything cool happening for us. So it's like, I can't take like an eclipse or things like that. So the next time we even get like a partial eclipse, I'm going to get the solar filter on there and I'm going to try to get some really cool shots of that. So it's really cool.
People are liking this. Says, look at the colors from Wood Pit. Chris in the chat saying, "Oh, I like Jordan's gonna have to do an art photo show, make some money off that. Like a nice coffee table book.
Nice coffee table book. Yeah."
Big Red is saying, "Nice pics, Jordan. My telescope can barely see the stripes on Jupiter."
Yeah, I used to have a really nice telescope that your same thing where it's like, yeah, you can see kind of some of that stuff on Jupiter. Maybe you see some of the rings, but yeah, I like this kind of stuff. So It's like set it and forget it. It's the Ronco telescope. I'll just put it out there, track stuff, and then don't have to worry about it for like 5 hours. I'll go watch 19 episodes of Suits. I'll come back and then I'll go upload it, and then I can start doing that kind of stuff.
I always love the space stuff. I always talk about the fact, like in the 90s, if you were lucky, somewhere after 1 a.m. on the Discovery Channel is when they start showing you all the space documentaries that they would have. Like, oh, for the next 3 hours, it's just space stuff. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm staying up.
Right.
Eating a fucking cup of soup or something. You're sitting on the couch watching the Discovery Channel show you about satellites and other planets and stuff.
So cool. I know. I was going to say, Woodpit's like, he's right. We all had this, the shitty plastic one we had as kids. Yeah, it looked like it was basically the size of a Pringles can with an eyepiece on there, and it was like a tripod. And
I had one.
You kind of see the moon.
It was like this long. And the piece here, you could unscrew 3 different eyepieces to put into that thing.
Like that,
yeah. And always had the warnings in there. Do not look at the sun.
I had a solar filter for mine, so I could look at the sun. But then I always worry, like, does this really work? Am I going to burn my retinas out? But no, it worked out. So
you should do Russian roulette with the kids. Take the solar filter off. And if they're bad, you go, all right, you're going to have to go look at the telescope. What? We're going to say, do you think it has the filter on there or not?
Nope, sorry. I say I had a really good shot of the moon.
Should do that.
A couple weeks back. Yeah, put my kids' eyeballs in jeopardy. Why not?
All right. Do you have one more, or do we move on?
Let me see. Oh, you know what? I think I do. This is a shot of the moon that I got a couple weeks back.
Oh, that's cool? Very cool.
I know.
Oh, damn. You know what I should have brought? Did you see the video of the SpaceX capsule hitting the moon?
Yeah, I saw some of the video. It's like they just launched it it was out of sync and out of orbit, so they made it go hit the moon.
Yeah, let me see if I can.
That's going to anger the moon. We've all seen moonfall. We know what's going to happen.
What is it? This is released in the footage. Oh, it shows the crater of where the thing hit. But yeah, there's. I'll have to find. Maybe we can do it next week. Where you. It might have been Elon. He might have posted it, where you just see it slowly coming off to the side, and then all the dust shooting up like a solar flare. Yeah, that's awesome shit.
But that was like massive. Like if you're on the moon, like that was like probably like tons of like earthquake level fucking massive. What do they call it? Seismic activity.
Yeah,
and we're just watching it. Just it's kind of cool.
So. Real quick on that. So you know how China landed some stuff on the South Pole of the moon, right?
Right.
And now NASA saying we're in a new space race, like they're getting government funding and all this stuff, that we're going to have a moon base by like 2040. So they were talking about some of the mechanical shit that China left on the moon, and they said for hours after that thing crashed into the moon that the moon was vibrating.
Jeez.
The whatever China left up there was recording the fact that the moon was still vibrating several hours after that thing hit. So they're trying, it's like this might change what they think is actually inside the moon. Because if something hits like the Earth or whatever, the Earth is essentially rock, right?
Yeah.
So when you hit it, there's an impact, there's vibration and what have you, but the planet's still not shaking the whole time. After it was hit, it's just damage happens, but it's not sitting there kind of vibrating the whole time, but the moon is. So it's like the moon have like a metal core, a metal like shell in there, and there's nothing in the core from it because it's not a moon.
There's a base in there. We've all seen moonfall, Eric.
Oh, that's true. Well, see, you could come from that school.
Another planet.
You could come from that school of thought, or you can come from the Doctor Who episode where it really was just like a space dragon. It was an egg for a space dragon, and they watched it hatch. Yeah. Oh, there you go. There you go. There's Young. Good man.
It's an egg. I've seen Doctor Who.
All right. So I was just checking while you were talking there. I think the storm's starting to settle down, but for the last few hours, we had a bad storm in the New York City area here, and I started getting alerts of tornadoes again.
Yeah.
It's like, why are we're in the Northeast. We're not supposed to be tornado, active. Well, then all of a sudden I was starting to see alerts that tornadoes were touching down on Long Island. And I got a couple video clips here to show you from a few hours earlier today. Tornadoes touching down on Long Island. So this is one that's this isn't far from where like I have some family and stuff over in the Rockaways and what have you here. Yes, there was a tornado on Long Island, but this was the first one that touched down right near the Rockaways, which is a beach area of Queens. Famously known for the Ramones. But yeah, you can see it as a water spout right there before it makes landfall. Now, this is out in Nassau County on Long Island.
Tornado. That's really bad. We're filming it come right at me.
Well, that's a good place to be standing then. Jesus.
But
it's
look,
coming right at me.
At least this guy understood the assignment. There's nothing you can do, so you just document it. What we have to add an amendment to that. You don't need to narrate it. You can, holy shit, what the fuck was that? That leg fell off. That you're allowed to say. You don't need to narrate and document the, you're not Ken Burns. You don't need to give a narration while the tornado's doing its thing.
I hear it. That is a tornado. And oh my God, it is spinning around. This is insane. No, we might have to get downstairs, guys. Oh my God, it's pulling everything.
Oh my God, I can see debris flying there.
No, oh my God, it's ripping the tree.
Holy shit. Oh my God.
No, this is real. Okay, God.
No, this is real. I want them to get sucked up into this thing now. You know how in funnel runners, when you don't get everything done before the F5 hits town, and all of a sudden you just get picked up off the street and you go flying through the air and you can see you flying through the air. That's how I want this video to end.
I think we might have to get inside in a second.
It looks like it's dying out though.
Yeah. God,
this is the most insane. I'm filming right now.
You're gonna send it. I'm filming too.
It's dying out.
That was dying out.
I hate when people talk over things. Like last night I was outside watching a really nice lightning storm. Like we had a big storm come through. I was getting alerts saying, hey, maybe you don't be on the top floor of your house, get down lower. The winds were hitting like 60 miles an hour. It was pretty crazy last night. So when it died down a little bit, there was nothing but just a light show. Like it was gorgeous. I went out and I filmed some of it. You know what I didn't do? Narrate the damn thing. Oh, right. Neat. Look, lightning. Yay. Anyway, I hope it doesn't hit me. Wow. Like I'm not going to do that. Just record shit, man.
Yeah, you don't need the narration. You don't need all that shit. Maybe I should re-edit these videos to when you run out of time with the F5 from Funnel Runners.
Yeah,
where it's like, oh my God, is it coming here? And then it just goes to that ending all the time where they get sucked up and shot into the
craziest thing ever. I don't think I've ever seen a
tornado in my life. It's not fully dying out. We saw one upstairs.
I'm betting you these are two gay dudes.
Well, they're the Long Island wise guy.
Yeah, well, they're not very wise guys. These two guys are gay dudes that need to have banter nonstop because one has to be right all the time. That's what this is. No, it's going down. No, we should get it. I think we should get it. It's like they don't know how to shut up. They're as bad as certain women.
It's not fully dying out. We saw one upstairs. It's going to rip everything out.
Thank you, Woodpit.
Okay.
But it's dying out.
Are you filming? Yeah, I'm filming. Oh, shut up.
It's not dying out. That one asshole that keeps saying it's dying out. Jordan, you grew up in the land of tornadoes. I've been around them, in Florida.
They literally like stop, pick up, and then they just pop somewhere else. They don't die out.
There are times, depending on how they're stretching and as they're moving, there's portions of the tornado that go transparent. Yeah. So you're seeing like the worm structure of a tornado and you go, oh, look, it's falling apart. No, it's still there. It's just not sucking up anything to make it gray or dirty or whatever in that spot. So you're seeing through the water and the wind.
I don't think you just know what you just said.
Fuck yeah, something dirty. I'm sure it was like Peckiff, and then everyone had a good laugh, and we laughed for like 18 hours.
This tornado sucks.
But it's dying out.
I want that thing to drop right on top of him right now.
Whoa.
But see, there's all these other clouds in the storm there too. It's dying out. Shut up. It's not dying out.
Yeah, they're running from
When you see it gone from the top, then it's dying out. If it's gone from the bottom, it's still there.
the tornado. Okay, let me get inside.
Fuck yeah, right.
Run.
You got it. Yeah, so that happened right before the show.
Crazy.
Moving on. I love when certain things happen and the conspiracy theorists come out in full force, and you see a whole flock of videos. You see it happening. Usually some of the religious nuts or even the pagan nuts come out there with the eclipse about what this means, what is happening, how this is going to affect the earth, aliens, something biblical, whatever. Well, it's happening now because I see a lot of videos, even some news organizations outside of this country are doing the thumbnails. The Pacific Rim is on fire. The Pacific Rim is coming alive, and what this means for the rest of the planet.
I mean,
now
it's been like that. It's the Ring of Fire. I mean, it's they named that for a reason.
Yes, and thank you for being one of the smart, level-headed people on this, because I was worried about you. I'm like, am I going to have to explain and slow this down for Jordan? But yes, it's the Pacific Ring of Fire.
Yeah,
it's a whole region on fault lines connected that if this volcano goes off, chances are it's going to set off a chain reaction for everything on the fault line, right? So when this one we're going to watch here in Guatemala went off, right?
Mm-hmm.
That happened. Then something happened in Indonesia, which is still in the ring, but on the other side. Then Japan hit, and then this place hit. So you see where it was active. Where it really comes to a head are the fucking idiots that don't understand the volcano that is going off in Sicily is not part of the Ring of Fire.
Oh,
it had nothing to do with that. If the earthquakes are happening within that Pacific region, are setting things off. It's like the Stargate. When you hit the codes, ping, ping, all the chevrons.
The different chevrons are going around.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. The Earth is going to turn into a Stargate as the Pacific Rim locks in the seventh chevron, and we go flying into another galaxy. That all makes sense. It's all interconnected. It's nothing new. Yes, people are concerned about earthquakes because they can, especially in that region, because they can trigger tsunamis and volcanic damage. Those are what you should be worried about. The planet cracking and folding and whatever else is all bullshit. When the volcano went off in Italy and they were saying because all the fault lines are coming together, it's like they're not. That's not even on a fault line. That one is an exception. We've seen how volcanoes happen in Italy because stupid people get buried under these things. They learned. They don't get buried under volcanoes anymore. It's like, fool me once, shame on you. And then Italy learned after that. But I like watching the conspiracy stuff pop up now where people are talking about the Ring of Fire and what this is all going to mean going forward.
So
this is what I essentially started on. And this happens time to time. Not everything gets affected, but every now and then you get time periods where, one sets off this. It's a whole, daisy chain. So this is the one I guess started off recently, last month. This is the volcano in Guatemala that went off here. Let's take a look at this. At first, when you're watching that, when they do the controlled mine blasting?
Yeah.
Where they have that, and all of a sudden they hit a thing, and it just goes, it sounds like the Vulcan cannon, and as all the explosions go off in a row, and then a whole cliffside comes down.
Yeah. I really hate that they let fucking Taco Bell name this volcanic eruption here. Fuego volcano.
Is that
we really should have sold those naming rights?
Is that the purple sauce packet? What color code is that?
I think it's the red one or the orange one.
Orange one is.
I think they have mild. I know they have Diablo.
Fuego. I think the orange one is hot and the red one is fire. The black one I think is Diablo. So I wonder what Fuego is. Fuego's probably got to be the purple packet. Yes, it all comes back to food. Shut up. So yeah, this is in Guatemala here. Look at this. So
remember when you
red
told
alert.
me about that live cam of a volcano, and after the show I spent an hour and a half eating food and watching it?
Where was that one that I remember telling you about that? I forgot what region.
I think it's Philippines, maybe.
Yeah,
same area.
That might have been the Indonesian one.
Yeah, the Indonesian one.
Yeah. But yeah, there's so many live cam volcano things. I've been watching the ones in Japan lately, just seeing what's going on
there.
there.
They have one in Hawaii too. I think Kilauea's constantly have activity.
So 29,000 people were relocated.
Jeez.
Red alerts all across the board. Incoming, what did it say? Incoming rain is expected to raise the risk of volcanic mud flows.
Have you seen Have you seen the volcanic lightning that happens?
I love that. I was just going to say
gorgeous, but also
so you see the lightning shooting out when the eruptions happen, and then sometimes because there's so much static electricity in the air, it goes crazy. Then usually when the rain comes in, it muddies that out, so you don't get the lightning as much. Yeah, you get landslides, then you get what happened in Pompeii, but you don't get the lightning, the cool lightning. Like, oh, is Thor here? Let's see, is Zeus upset? What's going on? But look at that. Imagine just walking down your street to go down to the corner. Like where I'm at on the hill here, I could go down the block and you look down and you can see, the rest of New Jersey and then New York City skyline, right?
Yeah.
Here, you walk down a block and it's like, oh, the world's ending. The whole neighborhood's going to be gone in a few minutes.
Wonder what's on TV.
Did I set my DVR for the Masked
I leave
Singer?
my oven on.
Yeah. So that happened in Guatemala.
They don't get as many landslides, not since like Fleetwood Mac sued them.
Well, when Stevie Nicks did it, she made it her own. So it doesn't belong to the world anymore. I
don't like these volcanic covers that they keep doing of landslide.
It's specifically hers.
Cool.
So let's move over to Japan. Is this the Japan? Yeah, this is one here. Okay. What do you have there? Flipper in the chat. I love volcanic mud flows.
They're not as good since TGI Fridays went away.
No, but that is the result of Taco Bell. But look at this. So this is dramatic eruptions, lava sparks all over.
Why do they have to call it dramatic? We get it. Eruptions are kind of inherently dramatic. Like, stop labeling shit.
That fucking Van Halen guitar riff. Yeah, eruption. How do you say this? Sakurajima? Sakurajima?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this thing, this looks the way, because it's Japan and how foggy the camera looks.
Superimpose like a fucking kaiju fight behind.
Thank you. I was gonna say this looks like the rubber days of Godzilla.
Yeah, I want the King Ghidorah right now.
Practical effects. Oh, this is what not Mothra. King Ghidorah is now awakened because the volcano erupted. Yeah. But yeah, look at that.
Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla.
Right? It looks like it's from the 70s.
Yeah, this really does look like dated footage.
But this was official government footage that they put out to see the volcano here, all from different angles. That's awesome.
That really does look fake. That right there looks like it was a bad special effects from the 1970s. Like that didn't look like it had just happened.
That looks awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of cool though.
Let's see.
And all the Japanese writing really just sells that I just want to go watch Godzilla movies all weekend.
And then it's just a lot of stock footage cuts of people on the street crouching down, going, pointing to the sky.
It's Godzilla.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I really did a bad job of being a parent when I opened up the Happy Meal, got the little Mothra one, and I started doing the little Mothra chant that the little twins would do. And my son looks at me like, "What are you doing?"
Oh no,
yeah, they were just singing Mothra, and then he just looks at me like I'm an idiot. I'm like, we got to watch that one.
You uncultured bastard.
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna say, for your kid, and I was like, oh, she turned 16. You had to go up to the top of the volcano and throw her in to appease the gods so that we'll have a good crop season this year.
Right.
All right. So we had mentioned Sicily, Mount Etna.
Yeah.
For all the idiots thinking see it all interconnected. It's not. It's totally different.
Not at that.
So this one goes off time to time. It's been active in the last several years, but it went off again. And I got a bunch of footage here for us to check out Mount Etna. Look at that. Drones. This is what you should be using drones for.
Yeah, really. It's just so cool.
Right?
Devastation, blah, blah, blah. I get it. But man, that is gorgeous.
It's terraforming. It's part of the process. It all looks like it's opening up the gates to hell or Bowser's level 8 world, you know?
There's Jordan on his Mario Kart hitting the jump just right so it doesn't land in the lava and have Lakitu have to get him out.
You know, the days where you had to put the game on pause and go to school because it didn't have a save feature on the cartridge.
Right.
So it's like you come back home hoping that your parents didn't turn it off while you were gone.
It's just so crazy that, like, no matter how much technology, how much craziness that we can do and really be, we're really at the behest of whatever the earth wants to do to us. And look at this.
Oh,
it's just crazy.
Always.
Like you're still screwed.
But look at the Taurus here.
Yeah. Let's go look at the lava.
They're still active. And I mean, they're not near the volcano, but it's like,
you know what? If you don't knock it off, Billy, we're going to turn this volcano around and go home.
Yeah. Little, you know, the volcano is spitting out lava bursts. And they're just in the middle of a field like, hey, we're near one of the lava bursts, as if an alien ship crashed there.
Hey, look at all this sulfur.
This dork right here is annoying me.
This kid's in the car still playing his Game Boy, doesn't want to get out of the car.
That guy with the helmet, he's like holding it up like he's taking a selfie. It's like, hey, the world's burning behind me. Check it out. Yes, you're right. I was thinking this too, Woodpit.
Liquid hot magma.
We got to pull that drop for disasters. We need to have that. But that is kind of cool. You know, if you could walk over to look at it, I would.
But
it also looks like, you know, like in the Midwest when they set like manure piles on fire.
It's just a controlled burn, no big deal.
It's like we got to get rid of all the methane.
Yeah. I went to when I was in Hawaii, you get to go see like Mount Kilauea, and you could see, you know, some of the lava flows and things like that. But there are parts where you can go up before you get to all that.
Didn't that just go off too?
Yeah, it's been going off. I mean, it's constantly going off. But yeah, it erupted pretty big a couple months back. But there's spots where, and I have pictures, I got to find them, where you can see cracks in the earth. You pull over to the side of the road, you go over there, and you can stand over it, and you can feel the heat and the steam coming out of these fissures. Mm-hmm. It's wild. Like I'm sitting here like an idiot in cargo shorts and a tank top, spread eagle over a fucking fissure thinking I'm cool. This thing could just erupt and just kill me immediately. It's such a cool feeling because you're feeling that.
Picture a super hot day and you had to walk behind a bus, you know, like a city, and you're getting that heat exhaust coming from the back part of the engine there. And then multiply that. It's just like, I can't even look out my door because my skin will melt off, even though I'm miles away from the thing.
It's a weird feeling, man. It's cool though.
This last part of the Japanese video, look at it. They're all at this like kind of, I guess, like visitation area, like a peak for a view kind of thing.
That's
and
so crazy.
But I would go to see this at night. Look how amazing that looks.
Oh, this is still Etna.
Yeah, we're still on Etna.
Well, no, you said Japan. So that's why I'm like, wait a minute. This doesn't look the same.
Did I say Japan? You're right. I did. Sorry. Sicily.
I'm protecting you from the
Sicily, 2026.
130,000 degrees.
People are burning left and right. Some guy in a blue phone booth shows up and saves one guy who later becomes that guy further on down his timeline. Here's some more Mount Etna stuff. It's like you're heading into Mordor.
This is in response to Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. Oh, it's so gorgeous.
It is. I want this as that screensaver on my TV when I leave the Apple TV on too long.
I get those a lot too. I think that's really cool looking.
That also looks like those videos when they're making candy, and then the professional candy guys, and then they take it. They have those steel worker gloves on for like glass blowing.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. And then they put it on a hook and they're just pulling the candy and stretching
stuff. Yeah.
Doing all that old fashioned technique. That's what it looks like when they take it out of the kiln. and you're like, you kind of want to touch it, but I'm going to lose all my limbs.
It's going to hurt,
yes.
But I think it's neat.
It's just fascinating. I don't know how anyone could not just sit there and it's like, I'm going to take some time. I'm going to watch Earth cams, or just
I do that every now and then.
Footage of the stuff. It's fascinating. And you're hearing this sizzle. Like that's the pancetta I just put on the pan.
Damn, I'm hungry.
Hey, Earl, we got any pancetta? Oh, Earl's not here.
Fucking Earl.
That also looks like, the traffic lights in LA. On the Pacific Coast Highway when there's all the lights are back
right. Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, look at that. This is what drones were made for, to watch all the shit that we can't normally see. You're looking into the mouth of a volcano as it's erupting. It's incredible.
But that smells weird. It's like that sulfur, that just...
Dude, down in Florida, they don't monitor, they don't filter for the sulfur in the well water.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're near like shopping centers and golf courses and whatever, and the sprinklers are on, it just stinks of rotten eggs everywhere. Yeah. I don't care if this is too long or if it makes no sense for the radio people. I love looking at this stuff. It's insane. So, there's
the radio people. It's a volcano.
I know. Imagine it in your mind. It's fantastic.
Picture it. Giant volcanoes spewing all kinds of liquid hot magma.
It's spewing confetti.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. It's the Earth's birthday. It's shooting confetti and candy into space.
This doesn't make sense.
So we're going to wrap up here with what was currently going on the other day. Hurricane hit. And here's what's weird. It barely hit Hawaii. And what's the big island's name? Do you know?
Hawaii.
Yes, but it's got like a million fucking islands in it. If it's not like
Hawaii, you got Hawaii, Maui, Lanai, Oahu. Yeah, there's different ones, but the big island itself is just Hawaii.
Okay. So, it skimmed like it was a hurricane, and then as it was skimming the big island of Hawaii, it downgraded to a tropical storm, which just means it dropped like 10 miles.
Yeah, it's just raining.
Then once it left Hawaii, it reached a category 4 back in the Pacific Ocean before it died out. But you can, it's weird because Hawaii's not landlocked. You'd think they'd have centuries of knowledge of how to deal with storms, with tsunamis, with floods, all of this stuff. You'd think they would know better than anyone else. Island life would know how to handle this stuff. I saw a video and I'm pissed that I didn't. Oh, maybe I can still pull it. This fucking hippie family was on there, and they're talking about this is their first hurricane. They've never been through a hurricane. They're prepping, and they're telling you what they're doing, and they're putting all their stuff into plastic bags and then put it all in the center of the mom's yoga room, which is it's got a roof, but it's an open air yoga room.
Mm-hmm.
They essentially live in a glorified treehouse.
Mm-hmm.
And they're talking about how they're going to ride out the storm. We put all our stuff in these bags in the center of the room, so that hopefully they won't get damaged. I'm like, looking at it, go, it's in the bag. Those are the first things to fly out because you put it in a plastic balloon that's going to get lift and get caught up in the current and go. But there's other people who didn't fare out as well. I have some footage of a person who's stuck in their house and the roof lifted off. Almost like we were playing funnel runners. But I'm going to show you the official news thing. This is like a day or two after that it happened.
Tonight, heartbreaking scenes in the wake of Hurricane Lala. Communities left unrecognizable, with devastation striking entire towns. The hurricane turned tropical storm sideswiping the Hawaiian Islands with dangerous winds and torrential rains. Today, our team reached Na'alehu, one of the hardest hit communities on the Big Island.
And it is beyond clear in every direction you look here that this is the place that took the brunt of Lala's power.
The small town turned into a muddy debris field, with one of its only roads in buried beneath boulders, mud, and headstones, picked up and carried from a nearby cemetery.
Witnesses say in just a couple minutes, this mud flow picked up anything in its path, from a lawnmower to someone's backyard shed. The power is clear, and we're standing near the foundation of this very home. Picked up and carried. Fortunately, the family inside made it out in time.
Sheesh.
So what were you saying in the show? What do you mean the Forbidden Island?
That's an island off the... It's basically the last island in the chain. You can see it from Kauai if you're on the like southwest like area. Mm-hmm. But it's an island. It's a privately owned island, part of the island chain that you can't actually visit.
So you'd have to. Oh, all right. So it's self-imposed private island. It's not like government private island that you can't.
Yeah, like someone owns it. And it's part of the Hawaiian Island chains, but you can't just go visit.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
They call it a private island or a forbidden island.
I'm always curious when you get stuff shut down for respect for ancestral backgrounds, mm-hmm. or it's the government is doing virus testing or something like that, where it's locked up. It's like, why doesn't the government want us to go there? Oh, they buried a lot of shit. Oh,
yeah, because there's another one. Lanai is another small one, and that's more private. But it's like you can access that one, so it's not like restricted.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's one that's actually uninhabited that you can't do, and I don't know how to pronounce it. It starts with a K. It's a Kaho'olawe or something like that. So I'm butchering it because it's all vowels, but yeah. There's only like 2 restricted ones, but everything else is you can visit, but you can't really do much on certain ones. Kauai is gorgeous. I've been to Kauai.
Play me. Pass the poi, mahalo.
I can love it.
Yeah, I'm not finding. I didn't think to pull it earlier. I should have, but yeah, you watched, and I was reading the comments of this lady. She's talking about her hurricane prep and readiness, and everyone's like, get the fuck out of the treehouse.
Yeah,
it's like all your shit is gonna go.
You're gonna die.
Some people are just that dumb that they don't do it. I'm looking through my history. I can't find it. I know I saw it.
You never did.
Never saw it. Yeah, it's probably ghost fixtures. Ghost hurricane. So this is I wrote it down. Or at least I thought I did. Where did I write it? I wrote it over here. Okay. The Wailuku River. Wailuku. The Wailuku?
That's about right.
River essentially
on the
is
Big Island, right?
Yeah, it's essentially from I saw the before. It's a small river that has a small waterfall, and there's caves under the area, so you get to see the waterfall come down, and you can go and explore the caves under it. Right,
mm-hmm.
Kind of a tourist destination thing. Well, the storm surge came in, turned it into Niagara Falls. Look at this.
Holy shit.
Yeah, under there, that cave and everything, you can tour, it's all gone.
That's wild.
Yeah. Again, great thing for drones. You fly over and you're watching the waterfall and go right down.
Like, I wish I had a drone when I went. Like, they weren't as prevalent and as easily accessible.
Right.
Now I would love to go back to get some of these kinds of shots. I mean, not
look
so
at
much this, but
it's fucking like he's like with the Department of Transportation. He was in charge to put the cones down on the road. It's like, oh, I'm going to go get a photo. I'm leaning over the railing as this storm surge.
God, I hope I don't fall over.
Flipper, is that from the rain? Yeah, this is from the tropical storm / hurricane that was hitting Hawaii at the time. Yeah, you can't fuck with water, man. Like, there's only so much you can do before you have to there's some things in life you just have to give yourself to God.
It's
Alcoholism,
wild that the biggest takes that we
alcoholism,
water,
religious beliefs. If water is going to destroy something, you just have to go, I put my faith in God's hands, and
there's not much I can do.
There's nothing I can do. I just need to accept that this is my fate, and we hope for the best. What were you going to say?
I just find it funny that tonight's the big takes are the sun is big, and you just can't fuck with water.
Water will do what it does.
It does what it does.
I'm still looking for
You'll never find it. It doesn't exist.
I'm seeing. What the hell was I watching? I'm watching. Again, so I'm watching like smelting videos.
I've watched those. Is that the machine one where they just smash it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching that. Metal. I watched a girl fall 3 stories off a building.
Those are always fun.
Pacific Ring stuff here. Johnny Rotten shitting all over Green Day. I'm all over the place.
I think he does that like every couple years. Now that Green Day's back in the limelight with their movies, of course, got to come out. They're not real punk. I'm real punk. So,
doesn't mean it's still not funny.
No, it's fun. Just not a new take. It just does it every time.
No, I can't find it. All right. Well, I miss it. If I find it, I'll bring it next week. The last thing I wanted to show you was this is the lady who they were trapped in their house and they watched their roof rip off.
Oh, God. I couldn't imagine.
Before I do, she's in the room where the roof is right here. If you look into the center, the line where it's meeting the wall, you can see it kind of pulling up and down.
Oh, it's gone.
See, it's like lifting up and down like that. She goes down the hallway.
Jesus fucking that's hand of God shit.
Get out!
Fucking me sitting on the couch eating chips, going, I don't.
We gotta go.
What am I gonna do?
But did you see the other part too through the window? I didn't see this last time.
No, is that like water, the ocean? What's going on?
Yeah, that I didn't see that. Notice that when I was watching on my phone.
Dude, I was listening to the wind hit my house last night, thinking that's scary. I couldn't imagine my roof just being pulled off my house.
Imagine your roof. You had a roof like when people in their backyard or when they have trailers and RVs, they have the awnings that come out. You have a retractable roof. Imagine sitting in your house like it's a nice day out. I'm going to just retract the roof as I'm sitting here playing Fortnite with my kid on the big screen.
Gotta go and be the girl. Gotta go.
Although that might be a nice concept depending where you live.
That would be kind of neat.
Yo! Hurry up! Be the girl, come! Yo!
Jeez.
Let's go!
Yeah, the roof just got ripped off. Jeez.
The whole roof flew!
What?
Yeah, I like to
get out.
I don't know if that's like her kid or like a tenant or something. Like, what's with, like they woke up, they were taking a nap. Like, what's all the screaming?
It's so fucking loud.
She's like, could you stop yelling out there? I'm trying to sleep.
She's down there hitting the ceiling with a broom. Quiet up there.
Yeah.
I have no roof.
Now, unless she's going into the car for shelter because everything's flying off, it's one thing. You try to drive, the wind is bad enough to rip off your roof, driving is just going to you're going to go flying off into one of those hills.
Jeez.
So that's the disasters that have been going on. You know, for a while, it was all China. China was just like, hey, we got tornadoes. We got mass
Snake
flooding.
River.
We have earthquakes. We have hurricanes. Now the rest of the world is trying to say, all right, China, you've had your time. Move back. We have some real disasters to get to.
I'm excited that we had storms rip through last night because I guarantee you something is going to try to compare to what we just saw.
Oh,
Arizona is always
the Arizona
do the world.
Somebody else has something going on. Arizona has to find a way to make it about them.
Yep, we'll figure it out because I got all kinds of stuff saying it was just going to be hurricane style winds. We got 60 mile an hour, stuff. Get to your lowest level. Flood warnings. Don't worry. You're going to see next week. It's going to be Arizona heavy.
The Diamondback Stadium blew away. Of course, Arizona.
Oh God, I hope not. I'm going to see My Chemical Romance there in like 2 weeks. Hit somewhere else. Got stuff to do.
All right. Well, we did disasters. We have to end it on a positive note. We always have to do that. Jordan, I'm going to refer to you to go down to our video list.
Ooh,
there's a lot of stuff. You can look at the top. You can look at the bottom. Wherever you want to go, there's something in there. You let me know what piques your interest.
Let's see. All right. Let's do. What is Who Eats 6 Reese's?
Where's
I know we like our food, but
okay, it's under the food category. Let me find that.
Food stuff.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Because otherwise, I'll just sit here and watch Deviled Eggs XL. Also seems.
Where's the? All right, now we got to do both.
Yeah, let's do both.
Because you brought them up. All right,
yeah, I'm hungry, loaded. So let's do some food stuff.
What's the other one? Deviled Eggs.
Yeah, it's
Deviled Eggs XL.
XL.
Yeah. All right. So this is food shaming, and it's not going to be tolerated anymore as expressed in this video. Let's take a look. Nope, that's Hawaii.
Nope, that's no one's roof.
Get rid of that. Let's try it again. Here we go.
Who the is going to eat 6 of these in one sitting?
First off, fuck you.
I was going to say, bitch, I'll eat 6 right now.
Is going to eat 6 of these in one sitting?
First off, fuck you. Second off, are people not eating 6? That's what you're supposed to do. It says 6. Are people not eating 6? I am. 6 is standard. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, right? First of all, fuck you. That video could have ended right there with him holding that supersized 6-pack, right? And I still would have been just as happy with it.
No,
he's just holding. He's like, first of all, fuck you.
I'm not a big fan of 1, food reviews where people are eating, and 2, food reviews where they're eating in their car.
Yeah,
but that is one of the exceptions. It's like, fuck you. I'm gonna eat. Yeah. Who doesn't eat the whole pack of Starburst in one sitting? What is wrong?
Yeah, I'm not going to open up like a king size thing of Reese's peanut butter cups and not eat all of them.
Yeah,
you're not saving them for later.
No, not at all.
You're going to eat them all.
All right.
I haven't seen the 6-pack though. That's wild.
The other video that you said was the Deviled Eggs XL. This is my pal Kendrick. He's a barbecue influencer, if you want. Does a lot. He cooks a lot of amazing stuff. He's in the San Diego area. Very cool dude. He decided to, every time he tries to make something, he's like, oh, you see people making the tomahawks and stuff. He goes, that's great. I just bought a 90-pound cow leg from some place in Utah, and he brought it down, and he's trimming it. He's scoring it. He's showing you how to season it. He's injecting apple juice. He's waking up at all hours to take it off the smoker it's a whole process, and it's for great rewards. So he decided to level up, and he's going to show you how to make amplified deviled eggs. Here we go.
All right, who's ready for the world's largest pan-fried deviled egg? Yeah.
Look how big that's egg is.
That's a massive egg. What is that, an ostrich egg?
We'll find out.
Pan-fried deviled egg, yes. Obviously got to be an ostrich egg, so I boiled this thing for 110 minutes. Put it in an ice bath.
Yeah.
110 minutes to get that done. Holy shit.
20 minutes. And I feel like I made the perfect hard-boiled egg using an ostrich egg. Look at that.
Oh my God, that looks
cooked perfectly all the way through. So perfect. Now I want to turn it into a massive deviled egg. Look at the yolk in this thing. It is just like the size of a softball. So now I just got to break this up and start adding my deviled egg ingredients. So
got the
Duke's mayonnaise for
nice.
sure, French's mustard. And there's no measurements here.
Do you use
Horseradish.
horseradish?
And then some relish and the finest salt in the world. And this is that ancient fine sea salt. A bump of that from Redmond. Remember, just a bump. And then mix all this together.
See, he's like, there is no measurements, but he's going to use the drug measuring scale as far
Right.
as how you put all that. Yes,
I'm just
only
gonna
a
put
bump.
an 8-ball of salt in here. No big deal.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever put horseradish in my deviled eggs, though.
I haven't either, but now I want to try it.
Yeah,
So,
but I'm
Duke's
just trying to
mayonnaise
think, like, does it? I mean, again, I'm sure it's good, but like, does it fight with the flavor profile of like the mustard and then the relish? I've done relish, I've done all that stuff, a little paprika, all that. Never horseradish though, and now that's all I want to do.
I'm with you, Woodpit. He's a bit light on the mayo. I'm gonna
Considering the amount of filling, yes, I feel like this is going to be a dry filling. Like he needs a little bit more, but we might have to take.
Sure, French's mustard. And there's no measurements here. Horseradish. And then some relish and the finest salt in the world. And this is that ancient fine sea salt. A bump of that from Redmond. Remember, just a bump. And then mix all this together till it's kind of creamy. It's as creamy as I could get it. Now I want to kind of
put paprika.
Creamy as I can get it. You could have added more mayo, man.
I know he was. You know what? He was probably holding off on the Dukes for something else he was going to cook or make.
Yeah, he was running
But I
out
was
of
just
the
like,
Dukes.
no, more than half that container needs to go into that thing.
level this off because I'm going to pan fry this. So I'm going to take some Wagyu beef tallow. That's how you level it up. Take the
I've
Wagyu
never
beef
heard of
tallow
that.
and fry this egg. So there we go.
I don't think I've
Got
ever
yolk slide
fried
down.
like this.
No.
Like I've had a Scotch egg and stuff like that, but I've never done something like
Well, he's learning you here, Jordan.
Yeah,
Pay
he
attention.
What this does when you pan fry eggs, if you've seen them on social media, you get the crispy edges, you get a nice sear on that bottom side, and it just ends up tasting like a fried egg mixed with a deviled egg, and it's one hell of a combo. Look at this.
That
So you
looks
see those crispy
fucking
edges?
delicious.
You see the nice sear on that yolk? Insane. So a little paprika,
Okay.
a little bit of freshness with some chopped parsley. This thing was ridiculous. People ask what it tastes like. It just tastes more buttery in flavor. And with that sear on it, so freaking ridiculous. Let's
Damn,
go.
That looks good.
Yeah.
I'll sit there and I'll eat 24 fucking hard boiled eggs, deviled eggs, like it's nothing. Like
Yeah.
I'll just take those down. That I've never done ostrich egg, but that sounds. I mean, that looks good just in bulk. But I kind of want to try that now.
I was at a family party over the weekend, and we didn't even talk about that. But
No.
Jordan knows to the extent of how lavish that party was, right?
I thought you, like I said, I made a comment saying this looks like the fairgrounds where they held Woodstock.
Right.
Like it was massive.
So they had deviled eggs. They had the bar catered. They had regular catering for appetizers, all this stuff, and then the main meals was food trucks. They had multiple food trucks that you could get your stuff. In the catering, they had wings. They had spinach artichoke dip. They had Bavarian pretzels with stone ground mustard or melted
really
cheese, or they had like a honey mustard kind of thing too that was there.
I would do a honey mustard too.
There was many other stuff. There was sausage and peppers. There was a whole bruschetta. That I'm just going to keep listing food.
Yeah,
Anyway, they had deviled eggs, and I never see deviled eggs anywhere. Right?
I see them at like family gatherings indoors, like for Thanksgiving or something like that, but never like at an outdoor.
For some
thing
reason,
that you're doing.
deviled eggs is viewed as like a low scale, low level kind of food, like almost kind of trashy.
You're hanging out with the wrong people.
Yeah, I'm saying in this area, you never see it at upscale things. They had deviled eggs, and they were garnished with pieces of candied bacon.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
And I said, I am taking a 6-pack of this right now, because when I got there, I was like, I don't know how long these are going to last, so I'm going to take 6 right now. And when I, my crudité and some other stuff. I came back a little later. I'm like, I wonder if there's any devil. Nobody else was touching the deviled eggs.
See, they're terrible people. There's a scene in
I cleared almost a tray.
Oh, well, I'll eat 2 trays.
Yeah.
Like deviled eggs are one of those things where you start eating them and then you forget that you've eaten as much as you did. And you're like, oh shit, I ate most of these.
You taste it later, I'm telling you. But
oh yeah,
it was fantastic.
Oh God, deviled eggs sound really. Maybe that's what I'll do this weekend. I'll just do, because I'll do them instead of like boiling the egg to get them. You can do deviled eggs inside a Instant Pot.
Right.
Quickly, and they peel perfectly, and they're almost done perfect every time. I want to make some deviled eggs.
I have a big kitchen. I have a lot of appliances. I still have stuff that I've never used, that I should really be more.
My house is so big. There are rooms I've never been in.
Correct. But no, I have things that were given to me as gifts or whatever that I have that big KitchenAid mixer stuff. I don't bake. So I never used it. It's there. It's nice. I don't want to get rid of it, but I don't bake. So it has a pasta maker thing that I might want to try and figure that out.
I need to get that. I
have
have
pasta attachment on the front.
I have the meat grinder, but I need the pasta one because I do. I want to do that like too.
The meat grinder. Maybe I don't think
the
I
meat
have
grinder's
that.
Great.
I'll mail you the pasta one. You send me the meat.
We'll trade.
Yeah. But I had all this stuff, and then I found a box. Only like a few months ago, I found it in one of the cabinets. It was a box, and it's this thing. And I go, "What the hell is this?" And I remember my mom got it for me many years ago, and I'm like, "What is?" And it has eggs on the front. It's a kind of like a flower-looking thing, and you set the eggs inside this dome.
That's awesome.
And it has this thing where it punctures the top of the egg, like makes a hole, and you put. The little plastic cup thing tells you how much water for if you want a poached egg, a soft-boiled, hard-boiled. Put it in there. You put the thing down. You turn it on, and then it makes this high-pitched noise when it's done. But I take it, take them all out, put them in like in an ice bath. Perfect.
Oh yeah.
So now for breakfast, I mix them into chef salads or Cobb salads and stuff.
Big Red Tower actually mentioned something that we have talked about plenty of times: the deviled egg potato salad.
Oh yeah,
perfect side dish. Perfect. I honestly, if it's not a mustard potato salad, I'll get the deviled egg potato salad. I don't mind the other one with like the creamier, like I think German potato salad. I like those with the red potatoes, but I'll stick with a mustard potato salad or the deviled egg. And the deviled egg, 100%. I'll get them all the time. I think I just polished one of those family size ones off like a week ago because I did hot dogs. Like I did a bunch of hot dogs. Like I'll score them and I'll do them in like, sometimes I'll even do them in the air fryer. We'll do a bunch of dogs and then we'll just eat potato salad. Oh, it's so good. I'm hungry.
It's called, they have the deviled egg potato salad, but some companies, some brands, or some people call it Southern potato salad. So it has 2 names.
Interesting. I don't know if I've ever heard it called Southern, but.
And and it's also too, it's very fickle. Or I'm very fickle with the deviled egg potato salad because it's got to be made the right way. I've had it a couple times where you're just like, oh, this is terrible. What a waste of deviled eggs for how they did it. But if it's done right, you're like, this
you get those big chunks of the egg in there.
Just bring me the bowl and give me one of the big mixing spoons, and I'll just sit here shoveling down the deviled egg potato salad.
Sit here, watch 5 episodes of Suits, eating off a family size thing of deviled egg potato salad.
Like the cultural refined gentlemen that we are.
We are refined, wearing our suits, eating deviled egg potato.
All right, go support my pal Kendrick. Kendrick Barbecue on all the social medias. If you go and check out his videos, like, subscribe, and then leave him a little message that you found out about him or heard about him through It's Eric Nagel. We would appreciate that. Now. Yeah, go support him. He does some other cool shit. We'll have to bring some of his other stuff to the show in the future.
Yeah,
along with Cowboy Kent.
Oh, I love Cowboy Kent. If we can get him on. He started doing his own show. He's got like his own podcast now. Oh. So he's set up to just do this stuff.
All right. We'll try to get him on as well. We got to take a break. When we come back, segment 2, television, movies, streaming updates, all that fun stuff. We'll be right back.
More It's Eric Nagel.
It's Eric Nagel.